Diamonds in my teeth, I got a lot of shine. Running up the number, that's a lot of crime. Try to take it from me, must be out your mind. I'm big time, lot of sun. Smoky in the air, that's a lot of pine. Pockets running over with the dollar sign. Try to take it from me, yeah. Big time, big time, big time, big time. Running up the numbers, that's a lot of crime. Try to take it from me, must be out your mind. Lot of sun, smoky in the air, that's a lot of crime. Pockets running over with the dollar signs. Try to take it from me. Big time. Diamonds in my teeth, I got a lot of shine.
Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, everybody, welcome to Thursday night fly tying. We've got a little, crew out here. We're at Caravel Brewery here in Calgary. Enjoying a beer, gonna do some tying tonight. So we got, my name's Tim Hepworth, I'll start off with that. Been tying for a few years now, so we're gonna try to give some instruction to the guys here. I think everybody's pretty experienced, but for you guys back home, we're gonna take you through a couple flies tonight. So we're gonna start off with a woolly bugger, and then we're gonna go into a Bow River bugger, so just adding a hair collar to basically the fly we start with. And that's gonna kind of lead us into the next week's flies, okay? Yeah, so we're kind of doing this with Fly Fishing Bow River here. I want to give a shout out to West River Fly Shop. He's provided all of our materials for the night, so thank you to him to get us going. And yeah, I think we'll get rolling. So
with the amount of time we spend in front of our vices, don't you think you deserve a pair of scissors that can make the cut?
There are a lot of great rotary vices on the market, but only the Norvise spins the hook. It's for this reason that it's been said the Norvise is the most innovative fly tying system on the market.
We all deserve the right to stay organized, no matter what or where your space is. Your Flykia table will turn any space into a well-organized fly tying realm. Own your domain. And there we are, folks.
What's up, folks? What
Thursday Night Live. Thank you for staying with the 42 minutes of intros. Just double checking that we are not muted and that all things are working, because you guys will always let us know. Yeah. So let us know, how does the audio sound? I don't know if that's too loud in the back or if we're not loud enough in the front. Who's in the back?
I don't know which I want to say, to be completely honest.
Well, Tim, we know your role in the night.
You know your role. Yeah.
So yeah, we thought tonight, a super busy week, and we got guide school tomorrow. We got so much going on, and the creativity maybe on the intro lacked a little bit. But what we wanted to show you guys, and kind of an emotional little escapade there, was that was season 1, episode 1. The very first episode of Thursday Night Live, when we were at the brewery hanging out with a couple people, and we had 2 people tuning in online.
Yeah, I think there was we were so pumped, like 2 people found us.
Yeah.
Look at it now.
So it's very interesting because as I counted up all the episodes, tonight is 63 episodes deep into Thursday Night Live. And like I said in the video there, it's because you guys are here, because if we have 0 people watching, it's not fun. And it
especially now.
Tim looks sad. Well,
everybody says I look so young and sad. Guys, I was like,
it's
2
called
years ago.
Not immature, but it's just called wet behind the ears.
We'll say it this way: I had not spent probably more than 2 minutes in front of a camera in my life at that point. So, and I was all by myself. I didn't have this guy up there with me, so it was a different dynamic for sure.
Yeah. So the grassroots, and so Barry Dickow was one of the 2 people tuning in since episode 1. Anybody else here? The other person that was tuning in on the first season on episode 1, make sure you write that in the comments, because folks, that feels like what was forever ago. The cool thing about that is we didn't really know where we were going. We just knew that we wanted to create a space to bring people together, like-minded people, people that love fly fishing, people that were maybe new to fly tying, maybe people that had fly tied for a long time. And like Tim even said there, I've been tying for a couple years, and maybe I can teach you guys something, and maybe you guys will teach me something. And so what a journey, what a ride as it has developed and it has evolved.
It's changed a lot, but I would say definitely something we've talked a lot about is We look back at that, we don't cringe, but well, there's days where we cringe. We're like, oh man, but if we didn't go through the whole process, I thought Dana actually made a very good post this week on Instagram. If you didn't read it, go read it because it'll challenge you a bit. Not specifically pertaining to this, but if we rob ourselves of the journey of getting to where we're going,
I was like, what did I post?
We truly have robbed ourselves, and it's important for us. Maybe you guys just found us this year, but it's important for us to know where we came from and all the hours and work and everything that brought us to here right now.
So it's probably for one episode of Thursday Night Live, how many hours are in a week? A typical work week is 40 hours.
Yeah. Something like that.
There's probably 25 hours given the pre-work that goes in at the beginning of the season, that goes in per episode. And at the beginning it was defeating, and I remember as we started season 2 back at the brewery, probably 3 episodes in, we were literally ready to pack it in. And I remember sitting outside the brewery and looking at you, and I'm like, dude, I'm done. This is, I don't know if 2 people are going to show up. I don't know if 7 people are going to show up. I don't know if Barry and maybe he'll get his wife to watch with him, so we'll have 2 people. I don't know if this is worth it. But what we remembered is what Tim just said is about this journey is like, no, we knew our mission. We knew that we wanted to just create that space to bring people together. And that good things don't just happen overnight. So we're still on the journey. We're still a long ways from where hopefully we're going. And hopefully you guys are on this journey with us. And that's pretty cool. So wait, a typical work week is 40 hours. Can I have someone tell my boss? Yes, 168. I don't know if... Hey, Trout's back. He's out of jail, he said.
All right,
Maharishi. So yeah, if you see our hats tonight, folks, that's Triple Point Chemicals, and they're based out of Sundre, Alberta. And that's the real Jen Lyle, Stephen Lyle's company. And that's a sponsor for tonight's show. So we thank Stephen for sponsoring tonight's show and Triple Point Chemicals for all they do in the oil and chemical world. And I don't want to act like a fool, so I'm not going to talk a lot about what they do. But what I do know is that they have a phenomenal culture in their company. And just like Thursday Night Live, they're all about a bunch of good people being together, giving back to their communities. I know Steve's wife donates a lot of her time to different groups around town, and just an incredible family. And it's really cool to see people from humble beginnings get to where they are and the success of their businesses, because it's really fun watching good people succeed. And happy to call Steve a friend of the show, a friend outside of the show, a really good friend outside of the show. So Steve, we thank you for everything and for donating and making tonight's show your episode with Triple Point Chemicals. So if you guys have questions, what he does really, you're going to have to ask the real Jen Lyle.
He's in here.
Yeah, because and his hats and he's got hoodies and stuff that are for sale. So he's probably he said thanks. I thought he was going to be hiding under the couch. 'Cause he doesn't like accolades or anything like that. So
no.
We're only here for the beer and the tying, of course. That's a fact. So let us know, folks, where you're from. I'm Dana Lattery with Fly Fish and Bow River Outfitters, and that's my friend old Timbo Jones.
Timbo Jones is what they call me. Starting tonight. What are you drinking over there, bud?
I'm drinking a Riverfest.
You should inspect that.
I'm drinking a Riverfest, folks.
Yeah.
That is a Riverfest, folks. Special edition.
Special edition. The bubbly edition. And I'm drinking a little cider tonight. Local cider. Sunny cider.
From the Cayman Islands. Oh.
Calgary, Alberta.
Yeah, so exactly what we did tonight was something really cool in the old baking cam. So check it out, folks. Here's the baking cam for tonight. Yeah, if that doesn't want to make you do awesome things. Yeah. That, folks, is a Boston cream donut on the big hole side of the screen. And it is a apple fritter also on the low right, left, whatever side that's laying down. One is up, one is down.
One is down, one's laying.
One's got a
One's
giant
on top.
indent
bottom.
or depression inside of it, known to us as a hole in the donut. So that's the Donut Cam tonight, folks. Brought to you by Tim Hortons. Yeah, everybody knows that it is Tim Hortons time. So
Oh, baby.
that's the donut bingo, not bingo, bacon cam. You guys were upset we took it away last week. So a couple housekeeping things because this is episode 19 and tonight we're going to be Tim, why don't you tell everybody what we're tying so
Yeah,
they
let's
can
talk
get
about
their
that.
bobbins threaded up. And then I can BS about a couple really cool things that we got for you guys, my friends, Tim's friends, and Steve and Jen Lyle's friends.
A whole bunch of friends. Okay, guys, so tonight, 2 flies we got on the docket. We are going to tie a couple of classics, like real classics. The Rainbow Warrior, that's what we're going to start out with. And then we're going to go on and tie the Muddler Minnow, which is a super classic fly with some pretty cool techniques. Maybe a bit of a lost art. So we're definitely going to hit a couple of those. Should be good. As far as thread, what are we going to use? So on this first fly, I'm going to use some red 70 denier UTC. Doesn't have to be red. We provided you with some material to substitute if you don't have the right thread color, and I'll take you through how to do that. For a second fly, the Muddler Minnow, I'm actually probably going to tie it with 2 different threads. Maybe just one, but we'll see. I'm going to start at least with a tan, and I want a little bit heavier thread because I'm going to be spinning some deer hair. So, you know, normally when I do a streamer and I spin deer hair, I'm going to use something heavier, probably like a 200 GSP or something like that. But this hair that we're using tonight is pretty delicate, and it should be spun fairly easily on this smaller hook with a 140, but just something heavier. And I'm going to do it in tan just because it's appropriate to the color of the fly. So those are the 2 flies we're tying tonight. 1 nymph, 1 streamer, a couple of classics, and yeah, hopefully we can help you through those ones and yeah, build on some more of those skills.
How awkward do you get when I just leave the camera on
Well, it's not at all.
Boom.
Not awkward
Okay,
at all.
folks, so we have the Lucky Fly Box donation giveaway live on our website. So you can go to flyfishingbover.com and it's right there, the first thing you'll see. Or you can go flyfishingbover.com/Thursday Night Live. It is also at the top of that. And so what is it? We've figured so far, we've got close to $4,000 in giveaways. I think there's more, but I'm just kind of playing it safe by saying that. I listed them on the website, so what I might do here, boom, 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 is check out what I wrote about it because...
Well, not everything can actually be viewed in that little promo video. There are things that you can't really show in that regard that are on that list as well. So
yeah, so what does the list say? It says there's that Norvise that's attached to the custom-built resin river table from Corey Mahan in Drayton Valley, which they're getting their little resin shop together. Orvis 5-weight Clearwater rod, a TFO 5-weight rod, a Pike fly box, which you guys saw in that video. It's probably $500 in pike flies, and that is donated by Doug, who we know as Elaine Lee, Jokester Doug. A fly fishing trip on the Bow River, a fly fishing trip in New Mexico, over 45 dozen flies mixed in multiple fly boxes. I've been loading them up here, so Tim, there's a couple that are pretty full right there. Just don't open the one I just recently did. So that one there is all the flies and the sample flies and the practice flies that we've tied throughout the year. This year, getting ready for the show. And then
that's a whole lot of streamers.
It's a whole lot of streamers. And then I just started filling up the other side. And that we'll have 3 more full like that. And then we're also filling up the other dry fly box, which I do not enjoy filling fly boxes. But that fits a couple 300 dry flies. We'll have a few of those good to go. And what else did I write in here? A Norvise swag kit. So they're donating a Norvise bobbin kit, a hat, t-shirt, stripping guards. We're donating a fly Kia table, which I also didn't put in the promo video. And there's so many more things because things keep coming in.
Yeah.
And so last year we did this, folks, and we did... let me guess here. We did. Just so you guys know, so when you want to throw in how many names you want to throw into the pot. We had 800 entries last year, and what we gave away was virtually just a fly box.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have absolutely upped that. Rocky Mountain Fly Shop has donated the Norvise. Our friends with Corey and his wife, they built that resin river fly table, which is absolutely epic, and that Norvise is mounted on that, and that goes together. We got all these fly boxes full of flies, so like if you win one of those, you're never gonna want for flies again. So yeah, all you gotta do is jump in and make a $5 donation to the show. What does your donation do? Well, your donation helps to keep the show running. If I could run you through all the costs to keep all the programs and the hardware and the computer and the cameras and all that stuff, and then and getting all the flies and stuff ready. So there's all that stuff. So yeah, just you feel like you've got something out of this season and you want to make a donation. Well, we want that donation to be worth something, so it'll be worth a chance to win one of these super awesome prizes. So
you can do as many entries as you want. You don't have to limit it to that $5 entry. For every $5 that you enter, it's another entry in. We got a program that'll take all of that into account when it chooses winners. So
yeah, and it's just done on the phone. And so next week, what we'll do is we'll probably make the draw at like 10 to 9. So we'll give people who join in and miss this week, and we'll promote it on Instagram and stuff. So once we post that promo vid, if you guys want to share it with your friends, and what we did last year is we had a number in our mind, and when we hit that number, we added more prizes. So let's see what we can do, folks. Let's rally the troops. Who's poking the donuts? This thing.
Mr. Pape.
Yeah. Okay, hello Rocky Mountain Fly Shop. Love the short scissors, and thanks for the chat and some sports to check out west of Olds last weekend. Had a great day on Saturday.
Awesome.
Good job, Steve. To come up and support Rocky Mountain Fly Shop.
So good.
I'm just checking in with you guys. Picked up my first entries and many this afternoon. Thanks, boys, for such a great season.
You're
well,
welcome,
Brent,
bud.
it's been great watching your journey into some fly time here. Yeah. So, yeah, guys, go on the website. It's live. It's going to be live all the way until next Thursday at about, like I said, 8:45, 8:50. You can put in 1,000 entries now and one next week. It's still going to be random.
Yeah.
So however you see fit, folks, that is super appreciated by you guys.
Yeah, hugely.
Yeah, we'll get Corey to sign the table. There's Corey Mahan right there, folks. So that's kind of that. Here's another super cool thing, okay? The sun shirts, they're supposed to be shipping next week. I appreciate everyone's patience. We knew it would be about 4 to 6 weeks before they got here, and we'll get them out ASAP as soon as they arrive. But remember what we talked about with our t-shirts last week. Okay, this website here, prestonsew.com/FFBR. Okay, so Sylvia called me today, and she said what?
Well, she said that
She
for
said
every shirt you
Dana.
order,
She said
whether
Dana.
it's, well, Dana. She
Yep.
was talking to me.
Tell Tim.
Well, for every
Tell what
order-
Sylvia's going to do at Preston
So
Sew.
this, just to describe who these people are, they are the right people. They're the same people as you guys, and they want to give back to you guys for supporting us. So what they're going to do for every t-shirt you order, not for every t-shirt, but for every order that you make, so you order yourself a t-shirt or a hoodie or whatever it is, they're going to give you, and straight up give you, a Thursday Night Live t-shirt. You pick the size, they ship it to you.
Yeah,
no
the
cost.
gray Thursday Night Live t-shirt is a gift from them. It's not us. It's from
them.
Andrew and Sylvia, okay? The owners at Preston Sew, the ones who are making the t-shirts. They will insert that as a gift. And she just texted me before the show, and she said, make sure everybody knows whoever ordered last week also gets a gift of a free shirt. So she's putting that in the order as they ship out here right away.
That's amazing.
So you go on, order one shirt, you get one shirt as a gift. It's the gray Thursday Night Live, and she said, we just want to help promote Thursday Night Live and the awesome group of people that hang out here. So go on, order your t-shirt, and you get a free t-shirt as a gift. That's not from us. That's from Andrew and Sylvia, the owners at Preston Sew, the ones who are making the shirts. So in your notes, just say, I want a large one, or if you ordered a large shirt for yourself and you want a small for your child, say, I'll take a small Thursday Night Live t-shirt as my gift. Make sure you say thank you. That your parents taught you manners.
The manners are important.
So that's super cool.
That's super awesome.
Just good people doing really good things around the world, just like you guys. Someone lend me fiat. So it's not $5 US, it's $5 Canadian. So that's probably $3.50 American.
Yep.
That is $5 Canadian, folks. And flyfishingbowriver.com. That's where you go get your entries into the donation giveaway. So do that, Tim. Let's tie some flies.
Let's do it.
And then
Rocking.
oh yes, I totally forgot about
What
this
did you
one.
forget about? I have no idea what he's ready to tell you.
You do, but I'll wait till you tie the first fly. Okay.
Well, if that isn't a cliffhanger,
Well,
I don't know what is.
well, I don't know what is, but I'll be around. Get your bingo cards too, folks.
Yeah, don't forget about your bingo cards, guys. We will be
Same
doing
bingo
for a
cards as you've
giveaway.
been using the last couple, 3, 4, 5 weeks.
Yep, and if you don't have one, you can head over to our website and pick one up there. They don't cost you anything. Just cost you an email to get it. That's it. Okay, so we're going to start off with the...
Ryan Stubbs, $20 for 4 entries. You're the
Boom.
man.
Boom. Thanks, brother. Awesome. 5 US is like 35 Canadian.
Pretty
isn't
much.
it? Yeah, something like that. So, guys, the Rainbow Warrior, what is it? Well, it's a nymph. That's what we're fishing.
John, when do the entries have to be in? Sorry.
Would you stop interrupting me?
Entries have to be in by next Thursday by...
We're going to say like 10 to 9?
Yeah, before the end of the show-ish next Thursday.
We'll tell you as the show is going on when you need to have them in.
There's
by.
Sylvia Nixon right there, folks.
Yeah.
She's the one that is gifting you guys the free shirt if you
Yeah.
buy a shirt.
So go say hi to her, say thank you. It's amazing. So, guys, we're going to start off with this Rainbow Warrior. If you haven't heard of it, I don't know what rock you've been living under, but this is definitely a fly that you should have a few of in your box. It is a searching pattern, especially, at least in our waters, does a little better in the fall. And really, it's an all-around nymph. It's a searching pattern. We don't try to make it look like...
Is it an all-around nymph?
It's an all-around nymph. We're not trying to make it look like anything specific.
Some places in the world they use it as a streamer.
It's just an all-around nymph. Oh, what a guy. So really simple materials. We're going to use a little bit of pheasant tail for the tail. We're going to use a little piece of clear mylar or flash, and that's going to wrap up over top. You could use... Classically, this is actually is tied in red, so with red thread underneath. But what we provided for you guys in your kits is this kind of fluorescent fuchsia colored thread, which you can tie in and then wrap up if you don't have a thread that's going to be kind of the right color. And then we just have a little bit of dubbing is what we're going to put up just behind the bead. Other than that, all you need is a hook and a bead. Okay, super simple fly, super effective fly. I definitely need to have some of these in your box. So I can't believe I'm saying it, but looking at this package, guys, look at those numbers. Season 3, episode 19.
19.
Ooh, only one to go. Yeah. It actually I'm actually feeling anxiety about it, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I was trying to put something together today, and it was like overwhelming emotionally. I'm like, I couldn't take it all in one day.
I know, it's too much. But guys, we are gonna enjoy every second of these last 2 episodes, and that I can promise you. So if you've got your kit, remember, be careful when you're going in. Because down in the bottom here, you're going to have some hooks and a beads that are going to possibly fall out on the floor, and you don't want to have that happen. So just be careful when you're dumping it out. Now this Rainbow Warrior can be tied with a bead or without a bead. So don't get hung up on that if you don't have a bead. The bead is just there for weight. But if you're fishing it as a dropper or something like that, you really wouldn't need even that. Okay. So we're going to be tying this on a size 16, and this hook, the one we're going to use today, is kind of like a caddis pupa style hook. So it's got a little bit of curve. It's a little bit shorter hook shank. I'm just going to go ahead and place that bead on the hook, and you want to put the pointy part of the hook through the small portion of the bead first. I'm going to set that aside. I'll get this finished one out of the way. I'm going to get this secured in here, just like so. To check that, make sure it's good and secured in there. I'm going to tighten that up just a smidge. We're going to want some access into that bend of the hook, so if I was really too worried about it, I'd put my midge jaws on, but it's not too tough to work on. With this, so I'm going to go ahead, like I said, I'm using a UTC in, this is a UTC 70, and it's in red, okay? But I will, even though I'm using red, I'll show you how to use that thread material that we provided for you, okay? So we're going to go ahead and start our thread just behind the bead. Okay, I'm gonna come in here and snip out that tag end. Guys, we're actually curious too. We talked about doing something last week where as we put these videos out at the end, I'm gonna do just a quick run through a fly. So I'm barely gonna say much at all. I'm just gonna whip out a fly. It'll be like a 3-minute video on each pattern, maybe a little longer if it's a streamer. But would like some feedback from you guys. Is that something that would interest you? I know I was guiding Bruce this week. Bruce Cole, one of the guys he's been an amazing part of this community for quite some time. And one of his suggestions was having something like that and having a list at the end, because he doesn't always like to tie along as he's going, because he likes to sit back and engage and type comments and do all that, and he just finds it a little overwhelming to try to keep up with the tying at the same time. So we're looking for some feedback. If that's something that would interest you, if you'd like to see just a short video posted as well as the full show.
How come you're not using the midge jaws?
Just because, just not. No real reason. Midge jaws would probably make it a little easier to get access into the bend, but really, I don't normally go down to that unless I'm tying on a size 18. That's kind of my rule of thumb. I won't go into the midge jaw until I do that. Okay, so I'm gonna lay this thread base down right to the bend. I'm gonna bring it back up. I like to do at least one down, come away from the bead a little bit. Now I'm gonna go into my kit here. I'm gonna get all this stuff out of there. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to open up this kit. And what I'm looking for next here, guys, is your pheasant tail. Okay, so we've given you a little clump of fibers there. Take roughly half of them. You're looking at maybe having 4 to 6 of these tail fibers. So we just ripped off a chunk of this pheasant tail for you. So just go in there, kind of split it in half. We've given you enough to tie 2 flies. You don't need a super prominent tail, but you do want it to appear like it's there, okay? And this tail, we want to extend when we're kind of measuring it, because I do like to tie it in up high, and then I'll show you why. It makes it easier to keep the tailing fibers up on top as we go into the bend. But when I like to measure it, I want it to basically extend, you know, a half to 3/4 of the overall length of the hook again behind, but it's gonna tip down because we're gonna secure it just into the bend of the hook. So once I find a distance that I like, roughly right there, I'm gonna switch hands. I'm gonna start by securing that right behind the bead, take a couple wraps, and now as I'm going back, I'm just using my fingers up here, my beautifully manicured fingers, to slowly and carefully keep that up on top. Okay, so you can see right here against a little better color against my hand here. I've kept it right on top of the hook, and I'm gonna keep it up there as I go back. And as soon as that thread tips into the bend and the angle changes and they go down like that, that's where I want to stop. Okay, now I'm gonna take a couple wraps there, and again I'm gonna bring it back up. Now the reason I'm kind of going up and down the hook a few times is because I like to build a little bulk. The only bulk in this fly is coming from the materials, the few materials we lay down, and then the thread itself. So we want to make sure we put a little bit of extra wraps in there just so that we're building a little bulk. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to tie in is I'm going to tie in that little piece of mylar flash I told you about. So this is a medium size. It's not the small, it's not the extra small, but it's not the large either. The saltwater size of this stuff is a little bit big for this specific pattern. But we're gonna tie this in. Same thing, we're gonna tie it in just behind the bead. Just do a capturing wrap, and as you can see, it's kind of extended out over the bead. Well, all I do then is I pull on it and I tug it back until it slips behind the bead and wrap it down, okay? Now while I'm here,
Cam wants to see how to remove a fly from skin again.
oh, well, that's gonna be your turn, I think, this time.
I'll remove it from your skin
No,
again.
I mean, you're gonna stick it in your arm this time.
Cam, what kind of skin? Like tight or really baggy skin?
The back of your hands look like tight skin.
Well, yeah, tight skin's better than baggy skin.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm gonna, for the purposes of, in real life, if I didn't have the thread, I would just leave it with the red thread and I wouldn't be doing this, but I'm gonna show you how to do this anyways because we provided it for you. So I'm just taking this thread, I'm gonna also tie this in the same place that I tied in the flash. And same like I did with the flash. Now that I got a couple wraps over it, I'll just start tugging on that till it pulls down, secure it down. Now I'm gonna take both of those materials and lift them up and wrap them together all the way back down to where I left off with the tail. Like that. Now this will be the last time forward for my thread, so I want to make sure it's nice and even. Make sure I got a nice even underbody for these materials that I'm going to be wrapping forward next, okay? So now that I get all the way up behind the bead, I'm gonna do a quick little half hitch to save my work. Okay. For me and having the snore vise set up, I'm gonna set my bobbin out of the way on the cradle just so it's not in the way. I'm gonna grab, first off, we're gonna take that thread. Okay, and now...
First off, is that your Russian friend?
Yeah, no, that's Christoph. You're hilarious. And I'm just gonna start doing touching wraps forward. All the way up. Oh, this is annoying when you tie in a couple. I'm just gonna go by hand here.
Do you need me to come hold your hand?
If you would.
I will.
Okay.
Do you need to see the donut again?
I do, actually. I need to eat that thing. That thing might not survive the whole show. So now that I've got my thread all the way forward, all I'm gonna do is secure that. So that means a wrap behind, a wrap in front, a wrap behind, a wrap in front, just like we always do. I'm gonna come in here and snip out that thread. And now here's an important part, guys, because we're gonna be bringing, I'm gonna do a quick half hitch again, set my thread out of the way. Now this is the part we really wanna keep as fairly even as possible. So I'm gonna start wrapping this piece of flash or mylar forward, and as it's going forward, I need to make sure I have nice, consistent touching wraps, and I basically want to cover up the entire thing with this pretty little sheen that you're gonna attain from doing this.
How do you not remember what I'm so excited to tell everyone about next week?
I'm like really, well, I mean, there's lots of things to be excited about for next week.
What is 3 times 3, Tim? What do you stand on? You don't even know what 3 times 3
Well, I know
is.
what 3 times 3 is, but I'm
okay,
like, what am I
folks.
standing on? That's 9? Like what?
What do you stand on?
Oh, man.
yeah,
I
okay.
can't
See,
wait. Don't-
now you
yeah, I
know.
get it.
Okay, you just keep
I'm
tying.
just gonna keep doing this. That is very exciting. That's very true. So nice touching wraps, guys, all the way up. Trying to keep it nice and even. Slowly working our way forward. So now what you can tell is you have this pink or red underbody, and you've got this really nice little sheen of, it's kind of a crystally color right over top, but you can see through it.
A rainbowy color.
Yes, you can see through it and still get that color that's underneath. So this is the regular way to tie this. So just gonna snip that out of the way. But obviously, this is so variable because you could put on really any color of underthread that you want. This is just the classic Rainbow Warrior, okay? Take a quick half hitch, save my work again, because you know how much I love doing that. Now really, we only have one small thing to do, and that's to go in here and grab this little bit of dubbing. And here we're using kind of a UV copper, okay? UV copper. So all we're gonna
Speaking
do,
of UV, Blake T comes through with a new UV
Yes, he
light
did.
today
This
for the
beautiful
boys.
thing. Thank you for this. This is awesome. New UV light. Blake Teague, we're gonna put that to work. Okay. So,
Cam is high donating a boat.
oh man, wouldn't that be nice?
They've donated a boat for you for 2 summers, Cam.
Touche. Touche. Okay, so I'm gonna take a nice little pinch off this, and I'm gonna make a small dubbing noodle. Okay, we're just building a collar here, so we don't need a ton. So, and I don't need to spin it super, super tight, but tight enough. Because you could, if you chose to, you could brush this out, but I'm not gonna do that. I want a fairly uniform collar.
Could you use midge flex instead of the red thread?
Yes, you could, definitely. But it would give it, that midge flex
My name
is probably gonna give you a little bit of, what's the word I'm looking for? Segmented underbody, which might not fare as well when you go to put the
Wrap the other
Wrap the
rainbow mylar
Yeah.
sparkly sparklub.
yes. all those-
Let's create the next fly. I don't want you to use one single name of actual material.
You just want me to make up names?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, folks,
deal.
you're in it. You're in it to win it.
Okay, so I've got a little bit too much dubbing on there, so it's
What
easy
shore
to pull off.
scissors do you prefer, the all-purpose straight or the razor straight?
I prefer, actually, they're on the table here somewhere.
I think they're the all-purpose straight.
No, not the all-purpose straight. Where are they? You've been hiding my scissors on me. Oh, there they are. These guys.
Oh, you like those, eh?
These are my favorite. I like the adjustable tension, the carbide blades. I don't know. That's the one I like.
Aren't those
Still 5 point.
serrated a little?
They all are.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't like those ones.
No, well, that's too bad.
Blake, thank you, man. Thank you.
Yes,
Super
thank you
pumped
so
because
much.
I'm curious to try it on the black resin. 'Cause
I
that
already
stuff
tried it.
Yeah,
It hardened pretty good.
really?
Yeah. It
The
did.
resin.
The resin. I put it on some paper. Oh, I need to go to commercial. Okay.
He's hardened.
So as you can tell with this dubbing,
Trout just bought the winning tickets. Okay, folks, that closes up the raffle. We don't even need to draw.
No, apparently not.
Saves us that time.
Yeah. So this dubbing, it already is a little buggy in appearance, right? It's not a super soft fiber. It's a little bit stiffer fibers in there. So some of them are gonna poke out, which is okay. That gives it that buggy appearance.
Teresa, welcome.
Hey, Teresa.
We still haven't found the right person for
haven't
your...
found him yet, but we assure you we will.
Yep.
That is what we will do. It's our commitment. Okay. So now, really, guys, all I'm gonna do is come in here and whip finish behind the bead. Should be able to sneak some thread wraps, and if you end up creating a bit of a red collar, that is totally fine too. And I'm gonna go in there, and if I've got a little bit too much dubbing sticking out, I personally don't like on this fly to have it extend quite as much as it has there. So I'm gonna come in here and just do a little trim. Make sure I don't have any pieces that are kind of too wonky. I got one back here. Still got one right there.
Sean Allison's just in from tuning up his pontoon.
Ooh.
And he almost forgot. Well,
Tuning his poon.
that almost got you a skunk day on the Bow River on your trip.
Oh, yes. And guys, because you know I love it so much, I'm going to come in here and put just a little bit of bone dry.
Just let it
Okay, so that
suck
bead.
in behind the bead.
Let it get in there behind the bead.
Use the new light, Tim.
I'm going to do
This
it.
is a gift from Mr. Blake Teague. Boom. Careful, that thing will light on fire.
Look how bright that looks, though. Jeez.
Yeah.
And there you go, folks. That is your Rainbow Warrior. I would say anywhere from a size 14 to a size 20. Get some of those in your box.
Yeah, a lot in your box.
Yeah. Simple as...
I can't even comment, but Cynthia, are you watching tonight? She commented on the post about the Rainbow Warrior.
Oh, yeah? What'd she say?
Well, I'm just simply going to read it, okay? Because I don't want you guys to think I'm making anything up here.
You wouldn't do that.
But she said she's such an awesome, she's one of our clients from Boston who's dying to get up here, but she said the Rainbow Warrior is just the best thing that she's ever got in her box.
Yeah. It's always effective.
I didn't.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. Cynthia, are you here? Put your thumbs up.
Put your thumbs up.
That was a funny one. So
Yeah.
anyways, folks, if you're just joining in, I got a little something for you, and it goes like this.
That's...
Oh yeah, there
Am I
it
allowed
is.
to enter? We never discussed this.
What?
Am I allowed to enter? I'd look bad if I won.
What do you guys think? Because I'm quite literally ready to buy my tickets.
Well, I know. There's some things in
Triple
there.
Point Chemical, tonight's show sponsor. Thanks to Mr. Stephen Lyle, Triple Point Chemical. Check them out, folks. If you need chemicals, they are Triple Point Chemical. Steve,
This is the voice of your company, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what you've been doing.
It's been a long week, folks. Let's just say that. Let's just say I needed a ladder to crawl out of hell.
Yes, we will say that.
And I'm here. Okay,
Yep.
I'm here, and that's all good. But you know what?
Pretty good.
It is good. It is good. Trout Maharishi got out of jail. I climbed out of the pits in the grasp of Lucifer himself.
This is what a real Riverfest looks like, in case
And
y'all
I'm
were
also
wondering.
drinking a Riverfest tonight.
Uh-huh. Yeah? Okay.
It's a Riverfest, folks. Best enjoyed like this. So yeah, go get your $5 donation in, and you get a chance to win over, we'll safely say, $4,000 in prizes.
Yeah, definitely.
A bunch of the prizes are listed. Just go to flyfishandbover.com, check it out. Also, what you need to know is that our friends at PrestonSew.com, who make our t-shirts, they have gifted you guys a free t-shirt. a free gray Thursday Night Live t-shirt. If you buy anything, buy one t-shirt, buy 50 t-shirts, buy one hooded t-shirt, buy one item from them at this website, and they will gift you, them, not us. They just want to gift you guys a free Thursday Night Live t-shirt. They will do it tonight, and they will do it all next week, all the way through the final episode. Super awesome people just like you guys.
And in the past, they're going to do
and
the
the
same
people
thing.
who ordered in the past, you're getting the gift going out with your package right away. So that's happening. In the notes, just say what your size is for the free gift t-shirt, and they will just throw that in there for you. So PrestonSo.com/FFBR is where you guys are going to find that.
Yeah.
So always willing to chat. Okay, where did I
I'm
miss
looking
something?
at Matt's comment here. So he says, so when TNL goes on hiatus for the season, will there be a way we can all keep in touch? This is an awesome community. You know what, Matt? Dana and I have talked about this. Like, it's a tough thing because we also crave this community, and I don't know what it's going to look like this summer. We hope to maybe...
What happened last summer was a lot of guys and girls booked trips, and then we got to meet them on the river, which was cool. Not saying that that's how you're going to... a lot of people in here have linked up and gone fishing together. So you guys are friends, not virtually, but you guys have now have something, a tie that binds, and that's this community. So meet up with each other and go fishing. Our season is ramping up. Like guide schools tomorrow, we're super busy starting. We probably should have tried to end Thursday Night Live a week ago.
Started a little earlier, and a little earlier.
But yeah, just getting all the orders and stuff ready. So yeah, I have a couple plans. So to try to have a space for everybody to stay together. So let me soak that in.
Soak it in.
Check out this baking cam brought to you by the Loho Langelar. On the left side of that screen is a giant Boston cream hole.
I don't know if there's any cream in there. Did you get it out?
Did I eat it out? Don't you tell people what I do in my spare time.
Well,
That, folks,
not good at fishing,
that's a baking cam. I don't know who my guide is going to be this weekend. Whether or not I will be any good at the old fishing game. So that's the baking cam. Keep up with you guys. We've got the Muddler Minnow coming up next. But what we're going to do first. Okay, so some credit cards do get declined. That's happened many times. It's just that your bank has seen it as fraud. And so you just have to call your bank and tell them you're not fraud. The $1,000 donation you wanted to do was actually legit. So it takes all credit cards. This happens to people when they pay for trips too. Sometimes, depending on the device you're using, your bank will flag it, especially if you're American and you haven't made Canadian purchases. They're probably trying to keep you away from our COVID.
Yeah.
Yes, Trevor. So I do have an idea, folks, and I will start it next week, and I will let you guys know how to join.
Yeah.
That's a rail donut. Yeah, send me a friend request. Yeah, Eric. We can fish together if you're in the middle of Tennessee area. Okay, so the trip that we were giving, well, we weren't giving it away, but
We were.
Justin was Merino Valley Fly Guides. They had commented on here. Okay, that's the trip. So Merino, I think Merino. Shaylin or Justin, let us know what exactly you guys were donating for that. So what we're gonna do, folks, is if you're up here and you win, so we'll do kind of 2 draws, and if you win you get the Bow River float, and if you're American, because you can't come up here yet, you're gonna get the New Mexico fishing trip with Justin and company. So
We're going to break that up, guys. So, like, not just with that, but with some of the other gifts. It's not all going in one package to someone. There's going to be multiple winners.
And
there's going to be a lot more than just one overall winner.
probably like 15,
yeah,
20 winners.
So your odds are pretty good. Yeah. A lot better than a lot of
Okay, so Merino Valley Fly Guides are offering a 2-night stay on site at our cabins and a full day wade trip. So
That sounds amazing.
That is
Huge
that.
thank you, guys.
That is that. So, so many cool things. Let's play some bingo, folks. But before we play bingo, this hype that I gave you guys. What?
Hope Tim did not use his finger to poke the hole.
Oh, well, I do because that hole's not very big. I mean, his tongue. He wanted the Boston cream a lot.
I will eat that Boston cream.
Lunch and brew included on the Cimarron, Red River, or on the Rio Grande.
Wow.
So
when are we coming?
yeah, so I won.
Yeah.
So this is it, folks. Doug Elaine Lee donated that enormous pike box of pike flies. It just the material alone is a couple $100, and his time to put all those together. And he said, I just want to give back to this community because they have given me a place to call home. And that's the fantastic kind of things that you guys are doing for each other to help keep the show running and running us strong into season 4. So,
Crazy.
So what are we doing next Thursday? It's our final episode. We got so many cool things. We're gonna do this big donation draw giveaway. We got the flies.
There's something better.
There's some. I think it is.
So what's 3 times 3?
9.
And what do you stand on?
Foot.
And what do you fish with?
What's your uncle's name? He's not allowed in the basement with you. Rod. All right, folks. So you heard it here first. The first time that 9-foot rod has ever been shown outside of the International Fly Fishing Film Festival is going to be here on episode 20.
Yeah.
Okay, at the halftime show. At the halftime show, we have gotten permission from our friends at IF4 and Fly Fusion. They're also sending stuff for the giveaways that I forgot to add. So that's super cool too. But we will be showing and premiering 9-foot rod for the first time ever that hasn't been in the film festival. It will be premiered here next Thursday. So tell your grandma, tell your grandpa, tell all your friends that it's going to be shown here, folks, for the first time ever outside of IF4. So if you didn't get to watch it last year in IF4, if you didn't come to the Calgary shows or the Red Deer shows or in your area or the virtual shows, we will be showing it here at the halftime show next week, folks. And so what I wanted to do was to show you guys, maybe you don't even know what it is. So I'm going to play for you guys right now. What do they call it? The trailer.
Teaser trailer. Yeah.
Trailer. Okay. And we can talk about this when we come back. And then you get your bingo cards ready. And let's just have a great night tonight, folks, because I'm already having a lot of fun. So let's watch the teaser trailer for 9-foot rod, which will be premiering here next Thursday on Thursday Night Live.
What they are saying about Muslim, they are terrorists, no, it's very wrong. Whatever this ISIS or they are not Muslims.
Yeah.
No.
ISIS are not Muslims. Muslims don't do like this. We don't kill people.
Yeah.
Just already thinking about when we can come back. Gonna have this place on my mind for some time.
Oh, yeah.
That brings back some memories.
That's fantastic, folks.
Can't even say how pumped we are to share
I
that.
know.
We wanted to be able to share with you guys for
Yeah.
so long, and
Yeah, so we've got her coming for the final episode. So what it is we went to Oman 2 years ago, 2018.
Yeah, 2018. So almost 3 years now. It'll be 3 years in January. Or was it 3 years in January?
19, 20. There's a lot. There's a couple.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know.
2 or
I
3.
don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyways, we went over there, and like I said in the trailer, that it was like, would you fly 13,000 miles if you knew that you would never come back the same person? Because what did you say today about the culture shock?
Yeah, what was interesting was there was no culture shock going there. Coming home was the culture shock, which it's hard to wrap your mind around, but we had such an amazing, we'll call it simplistic, very open, free time there, and we came home to these constraints of society and the people
Our
around
culture.
us. Like, I remember the first thing we got off the plane, and pretty much off the plane, and we're driving home, and somebody honked at me. Like, and it was
Yeah.
the weirdest thing, because we had seen nothing negative in
No.
2 weeks.
Or not even negative, but we saw nothing even like pushy or I gotta get somewhere, I gotta do it's just the love of people. Like, it's literally where love people catch fish came from. And when we were over there, which you'll see in the film next week, it's about a 13.5-minute film. It was just like, it's just people just opened their freaking arms for us. They opened their houses for us. They opened up, they milked their camels for us. They fed us camel meat. They would literally, like, if you had like a AAA sirloin cow out back, and you know it was a special occasion that you had to kill it, we'd probably think to ourselves, oh, like, if Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston came over, then we would make this steak for them, but not just a couple trout bums flying halfway across the world. And they said, no, you people are special to us, and we want to treat you, and we want to love on you. And it was like 14
the interesting
days.
Part of their culture is that in the Muslim culture, and I'll be honest, both of us are raised as Christian kids, so there was a lot of challenges in our minds going there, fearing what we were going to learn or see or or even do, really.
Yeah.
But what's so fascinating about their faith is, for one thing, we could learn a thing or two from how strong their faith is, and two, in their faith, above all else, they're required to take care of visitors.
Yeah.
And it's what they live to do it. All they wanted to do is dote on us. I mean, how many times did we get served dates and peanut sauce and Arabic coffee? Like,
And we're going back.
oh, have to.
And so Ali, one of the guy that we got there with, which you'll hear the story next week. It's too much to tell of that. But let's play bingo, folks. We've got 9-foot rod coming to you next week, episode 20, the final episode. And I hear all the jokes about you falling asleep.
Come to Tennessee, you can milk a chicken.
Yeah. Okay, folks, get your bingo cards. What are we giving away? Well, actually, what we'll do is we got to hit commercial. I got to run and get the giveaways because they're in the other room.
Fair.
So let's say thanks to all the sponsors. I gotta do something here.
Yes.
That can't go there. That has to go here. Okay,
Shawarma
go
over there
back
was
here.
awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Commercials, thanking our sponsors. I'm going to grab the giveaways, and then we're playing bingo. I
Bingo.
promise. Hold tight.
Bingo time.
With the amount of time we spend in front of our vices, don't you think you deserve a pair of scissors that can make the cut?
There are a lot of great rotary vices on the market, but only the Norvice spins the hook. It's for this reason that it's been said the Norvice is the most innovative fly tying system on the market.
We all deserve the right to stay organized, no matter what or where your space is. Your Flykia table will turn any space into a well-organized fly tying realm. Own your domain.
Bingo, bingo, bingo.
Okay, folks, get out your bingo cards here. Oh, I don't even have the bingo camera. Like, I'm absolutely crushing that.
All right.
Okay, so I have Tim will show you.
Let's talk some giveaways here, guys.
Talk from Rocky Mountain Fly Shop.
There
Tim
is some epic
is
stuff
showing
here.
you all these giveaways.
Yeah.
That is the end of the tickle trunk.
End of the tickle trunk. Well, we don't need it because guess what?
I know.
Next week is the master giveaway. But honestly, we can't say enough about Rocky Mountain Fly Shop. The majority of the giveaways throughout the season have come from them. Shore has given away stuff. It's been amazing, guys.
Oh,
So
and
huge
Shore
thank-
send a huge
Yeah, Shore's the
package
other
to
one.
give away
Yeah,
for
Shore-
next week.
Shore is also sending some to give away, so that's amazing. So what we have here, guys, this first one, we've got some leaders, some stickers, and a TFO fly box, which is gonna be perfect for some nymphs and to put into a little pocket. Next one we have here, this one's a real gooder. Every one of these has leaders attached to them, which is awesome because we can never have enough of those. So this one is the Nymph Searching Box. You can see this one, Nymph Searching Box. So what you see there is all the flies that are in there. Oh, Evil Weevil, that's a good one. San Juans, just about every fly you're gonna need. For,
Size 20 incher.
Yeah, 20 incher.
I think Colin made that one.
Oh yeah. So that's an epic box, guys. These little boxes, if you actually go head over to Rocky Mountain Fly Shop and get on their website, what a creative little way to just have something already prepped for you. You don't have to do any thinking. It's just really there to get you right on the water. So now we're gonna duplicate it. We're gonna give you another one of these TFO boxes ready for some nymphs or dries. Another great one to put in your pocket. And there's some more leaders on there. And what is the last one we have here? Oh man, this is actually one of my favorites that they have. May or may not have a couple or need a couple. This is the, come on now, the High Mountain Stream Fly Box.
And that's for Trout Maharishi when he's high in the mountains.
Not sure this is the high we're talking about. But yeah, guys, so the perfect little box to basically search and have patterns for all of the the mountain stream stuff. And it's all going to be neatly tucked into this little
He neatly
tugs.
tugs.
man.
It's on
I'm
your-
having a tough time talking tonight.
That's all right.
There you go. There's your net. Okay. Awesome. So all that's going to come, guys. There's some stickers in here, 3 or 4 or 5 liters, all sorts of stuff, and it's coming to a lucky winner. Now I'm not 100% sure about this statement. So what
know.
are we still in need of? One more pseudo?
Not sure about that one.
Okay.
Well, we are. Okay.
I won't bring it up.
I gotta double check that stuff, so I wasn't sure before, but I didn't know. I don't know. Okay, folks, so tonight's bingo will be the easiest bingo that you've ever played because
man.
it only is one. You only need one. Okay?
Which
And
one?
it is when you're looking at your bingo card, it is the top left.
Okay.
Well, isn't
Top
that
left,
pretty
that's pretty
awesome?
Only need
Since
one.
Terry Sather only has a round bingo card, that is all you're going to need, folks.
Well, he
Oh,
deserves a
Chris
chance to
Nelson
win, too.
checking in late again. Well, Chris, you've missed a lot of things. The Lucky Flybox donation giveaway that you've been asking about is now live on the website, flyfishingbover.com, and it's all right there. $5 gets you one entry. And my deer stacker exploded. How many deers do you have in your stacker, Terry?
Yeah.
It is not hunting season. Okay, I am ready to. I'm killing the people because
Yeah,
you
just
only
go.
need
Just go.
one. The top left, folks, the top left. And there is a tiebreaker here that we will use if a lot of people get Norvice on the
Oh,
top left. Do you have the top left?
Can you imagine if we could do it in one call? Oh, it's been taking like 15 calls.
Well, we're here for it.
Anybody?
We are here for it, folks. You just need the top left. That is just what Norvice. Cam, crap. We didn't put crap on your card.
Nope,
that's
that's
from
not
your
the
cat.
That's from your
Bingo, Matthew York.
Are you kidding me right now?
Hang on, we got a couple bingos.
Oh
yes.
my goodness.
Kelsey.
Oh, here we go.
Bingo, bingo, bingo. Bingo, 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 bingo. B-I-N-G-O, 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 and everyone has bingo. All right.
How do we not have a band?
We've got a problem. I should not have. Okay, folks. Okay, folks.
So you actually need the top left and right corner.
Wow, we've got
problem.
way more going on than we thought.
Lots
okay.
of bingos. I'm gonna get a drink.
Okay, folks. I don't know how to do this because the tiebreaker quite simply needs me to enter all of these IDs. So I need your IDs, bingo people. It's gonna check your bingos. It's gonna put you into what we call. So Tim, now name me off.
Yeah. Okay. So 079.
079.
Got a scroll. You got 017.
017. This is don't be cheating, folks.
081. Keep going. We got 37.
Oh, 37. Yeah.
029.
029. Cam Houston, we got a problem. I'll turn my bingo card upside down. Bad move, Dana. Don't worry, Mark. I will recover from this.
092. 095. 037. I feel like that was already
might be
named.
here all day. 037's already been entered.
Okay. 82. I think that was already done. 107.
Yeah. Great idea, guys. Thanks, Jim.
Thanks, Jim, for your input.
Remember how Jen Lyle never plays bingo, but on the one that he donated,
Yeah, now he's
we
gonna
got
win.
082.
Is that all, folks? Is
Okay,
that
folks,
all?
what we're doing is counting to 10. If we don't see it show up here,
It don't count.
we're hitting go.
1 Mississippi. 2 Mississippi.
Did I say, what did I say,
Three
10 or 5?
Mississippi. 4 Mississippi.
What did I say? What am I counting
5
to?
Mississippi.
10?
6 Mississippi.
6 Mississippi.
7 Mississippi. 8 Mississippi. 9 Mississippi. That's all we got for time,
All
folks.
right, folks, anyone who's entered, here it is. And the winner is
092. Who had it? Who had 092?
Mark, he wins again.
Oh my
you gotta
goodness.
be, folks, we gotta end the show.
Yeah, this is too good.
The winner is
Congratulations, Mark.
092.
Are you kidding me, Mark?
Yeah.
Is there anything you haven't won this year? Oh, can you go buy me a lottery ticket, please? You definitely need to do that for me.
There he is.
Mark.
Norveiss in the top left.
There he is.
Well, folks, sometimes we don't make it easy. Sometimes we make it real difficult on us. So,
Well,
Mark,
that's an easy delivery, bud. That'll be up to you soon.
yep, Mark, you might as well go online and make a lot of donations because you've won a lot of giveaways.
You got this nice little basket for Halloween.
Yep, you can put all your other giveaways in there. It'll probably fill it right up. Yeah.
Oh man, that's awesome.
That's how it goes, folks, here on the bingo. And what we do need to do is turn this back on because we're going to go back here. So, Tim, what should they get set up for?
Yes, so folks, what you should have set up. I am going to be tying with some UTC 140 in tan. Okay, and now the next fly we're going to be tying, and I'll throw this one up in the vise, is a Muddler Minnow. So, interestingly enough, there's actually a lot of variation in the style of
Well, you guys are going to want to see the baking cam just quickly
Why?
here.
What'd you do to it?
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, something got into that Boston cream and absolutely train wrecked it.
Well, let me tell you, I don't know who it was, but I do have it on good authority that they didn't find cream yet.
Oh man.
Stage party is out.
Oh yeah, there it is. Okay.
Oh yes.
What's hanging there, Tim?
Hey, sometimes you gotta bring it back, okay? This thing has brought some good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know why I do that
I know
now.
you do that now.
Anyone,
I heard it.
if anybody knows why I do this, type it in the comments.
Type it in. Okay, folks, so we are about to embark on a journey together, and that is called tying the Muddler Minnow. I'm not going to say it's an easy fly because there is lots of techniques that we have. Some we've used already, some we haven't. One of the major things though is going to be making this deer hair head, which can be a frustrating piece of the puzzle. Now, there's a lot of different ways to tie a Muddler Minnow. We have the traditional style that we're going to tie right now. There's what we call a bead head muddler. I've fished a bead head muddler a ton in different colors for salmon. That's one of the biggest, actually one of the major salmon flies I've always used on the west coast of Canada. All the way to this as being a traditional trout pattern. There's just so much versatility to this fly, and I would say, I talked to Dana about this, is like this traditional style, I've never fished for trout. I've only ever fished a beadhead muddler for salmon. So it's unique, it's very similar. Dana stated earlier, it reminds him a lot of a Bow River bugger. In the water, it's gonna look a lot like a Bow River bugger, just in the style that it's tied. It's got that deer hair collared head, which
Riverfest.
Riverfest. Trust me, I'm the only one with a buzz right now. That is a fact. So yeah, it can
High on life, folks.
Yeah. It can be a little bit of a frustrating fly, so have some patience with yourself. I'm going to teach you some new techniques. I'm going to show you where we get these feathers from, although we already provided them for you. I'm going to show you, because it's cool to see. It's cool to see where we get them from, and how we're going to marry them together. Marry them. Very simple style of marrying these ones, because they're not really married, they're just paired. But using two different feathers off of a specific bird so that you can, normally when you buy them, you buy a feather, for instance, that we're going to use tonight, that I'm going to be tying off of. This is off of a turkey.
Drinking another Riverfest, guys.
Nice. Sticker doesn't look crinkly at all. So on a tying, for instance, on this, I need to have both sides of the turkey. Okay, so one will be taken off each wing.
Look at Blake's comment. He
Yeah.
must have missed the 80s night.
Blake, where were you, brother? Here, I know it's tough to see. Let me help you, Blake. Can you see it now?
Oh, look, you're gonna burn your ear. Is your ear?
This is classic. You don't get much more classic than a skull earring. Look at this thing.
Oh yeah.
It's all about the balance. Really. When you're tying an important
One day we're
fly,
gonna have a TNL museum with all of our gear we wore.
all of our stuff. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta. It's all about balance. So if your head is sitting at the wrong angle when you're tying, it's just I don't know. Back to what I was saying. Turkey feathers. I'm using one for each wing. So to pair something so you get the proper angle and how it appears, you need to have both sides. It's not a big deal if you don't, but I'll show you how we can make it look good. Okay, so let's start this fly.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your flies.
Bobbins. We almost had it.
Both. We'll work on that for next time.
Both are applicable.
This is a sparkling Riverfest, folks.
Sparkling Riverfest. Okay, so this is the Muddler Minnow. This is one I tied up just before the show. I won't show you the ones I tied before because they don't look as good as this one. But yeah, you've got one in your kit, so you can see it. This is the hair we gave you is a little lighter than the one that's tied in your kit, just what we had available. So color-wise, there's a lot of variation because you can even get your turkey feathers dyed in different colors. So you got a lot of variation you can do. But we're gonna show you a very traditional tan style. Dana is partying.
Told you it's
here.
better when it's in the house.
It is. It is.
All right, David Blackman's in the house,
David
representing the Digital Buddha.
The Digital Buddha.
Tough fly, folks. There is no such thing as a tough fly. If everything just falls apart, get out some red nail polish and make that thing red.
I thought you were gonna say resin.
And resin.
Get out.
Does that resonate with anybody?
All I can say is if you haven't been in for the pre-show, and I mean that 4 minutes before it actually turns into our show, and seen the new Resina.
Oh
my
yeah,
my
folks.
partner
You
Graham over
know
here.
why I did that? I wish I
don't
could
know.
pop up on the screen here, but I don't have that set up. Because
Well, you just
I
need to
got
go back and
I
watch
got
it.
in trouble. Somebody lynched me for using Resina to sexualize fly fishing, and I should pretty much go to hell. They said. There's
Well,
a guy.
I hear it's warm there.
So it was. So then I said, all right, well, I will sexualize myself. It is my body.
I mean,
will.
I certainly didn't feel like it was sexual. Sexual.
Norman Wells showed up, folks.
Hey,
Wish
buddy.
him the best. Give him a round of clicks.
Yeah. Click, 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 click. You gotta do it. How does that?
That's tomorrow. No, Saturday.
We can do it tomorrow. I can't do it with actual
Okay.
chew, but you know.
Steve will never unsee Dana Resina. Well, Steve, that is a gift that keeps on giving.
That is. I mean,
Oh, Mr. Eric Augustin got 10 chances to win tonight.
thank you, Eric. That is amazing, brother.
I haven't heard the air horn for
I know,
a
it's been a
long
while. You've been really slacking on the old
time. Sound effects.
Okay,
I
let's
make
try this
them.
fly, guys, because this is going
I
to take
make
a
them
while.
myself.
Okay, so I'm going to come in here. Again, I'm using that UTC 140. You want a little heavier thread here. Why am I wrapping it up there when I could just spin that? I don't
you
know.
should spin that.
I'm going to spin it. So I'm going to start behind the eye, and I'm going to spin a blade. Keep it going. 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 Yeah, that's too much. So I'm just laying a nice thread base down, guys.
See, that was my mouth.
That was it? No.
Yep, it was Tim. That's a fact. It's just me.
Oh man.
That wasn't even a wave file.
It wasn't. All right.
Well, David, bingo cards are gone. But if you want to get in on the $4,000 worth of giveaways for next week, go to flyfishingover.com and donate to the show.
Donate away. Okay, guys. Let's start with our tail. Okay. So you can see on this fly here, we got a tail. What you can't tell about that tail is there's actually two separate pieces of feather, that make that up. So in your packages, you just have chunks like this. Don't worry about where they came from. They're probably not going to pair perfectly. Just you're gonna, if you have a lighter color, some of them we had a couple of lighter pieces and a couple darker pieces. Go with the lighter one on this one. I'll show you what I'm gonna do here. So on the tail, on this feather, I'm gonna take it off. So you'll see on the feather you have a longer side. The feather is longer on this side of the stem than this side. We're gonna work off the short side. So I'm gonna take, a really good tool for this is your razor blade, like so. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come in like this. Let's see if I can show you this. Is I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna cut down that stem about 1/4 inch. Somewhere in there. Then I tip that up. That pops that up. I'm gonna grab and pull that off. Okay, set that aside. Now I'm gonna grab my other feather and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna go off of this smaller side again and I'm gonna cut and go about
Check it out.
1/4 inch. What am I looking at here?
Keep it on the DL.
Amazing.
Down
Okay.
low.
So now I've taken off of this other feather. So I'll show
Oh,
you
yeah,
why.
Chris Nelson in on the donations.
On the donation, guys. Amazing. We love to see your guys' support. Kind of the cool thing, and if you've ever seen what we call married feather stuff, you can actually separate feathers that are dyed or whatever. And by pulling them apart, I pulled that apart just to show you. I can come back in. And look at that magic. I took it away. It didn't work at all. So that didn't work, folks.
Hang on, folks. I think I have a replay button.
Howdy, partner. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab these two pieces. So you can see that one
Oh,
side.
look at this news. Just hold tight. Carl said cronies are on Saturday.
Oh, baby. Thanks, Carl. It's good to know. Little tidbit of information for where we'll be fishing. So right now on this hand, I'm showing you the underside, which is a duller color. And on this side, you can see it's a little bit more prominent in color. It's darker. So on this side is where we want to take the dull sides and face them to each other. We're going to do this twice in this fly because we have the wing to do too. So this is where I cut off the stem, so match those two sides. We're going to keep the dull sides towards each other. Once they go together, you're going to see that they actually pair up quite well. So if you look at them like so, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn them around And what I actually want.
David Blockman just put in 20 entries.
You did?
So epic, man.
Thanks, David. That's
Yeah.
awesome, dude. Doesn't even fly fish.
No.
He's gonna win. I hope he wins.
Yeah.
I hope he wins that trip in New Mexico.
And the Norvice.
Yeah.
Wins them both.
Wins them both.
I hope all you guys win, honestly.
Why can't everybody win? So guys, all I've done is I've stroked. Yeah, there's no better word for it. I stroked those two.
Tim, I'm
feathers
so
together.
excited for tomorrow.
You too?
Can't even sleep tonight.
It's because Chaz is in the house, and we've been waiting like 3,000 years, maybe a slight exaggeration, to meet this guy.
Yeah.
Okay, stop interrupting me. I'm never gonna finish this fly.
I know.
So now that I'm holding these two pieces
What if
together,
next year we don't even tie flies? So
better.
I'm not ADD all
man.
episode.
So I'm holding this in what is my prominent hand, my left hand, because I tie left-handed, and I'm gonna measure off of the front of the hook. I just put my fingers on there, and I'm measuring to have this tail come roughly halfway through the overall distance of the hook, okay? Now I'm gonna transfer that back to where I left my thread. I'm gonna switch hands, and I'm gonna pinch it right there. Now it's important that I take that thread, for me, because I'm left-handed, I'm gonna do a clockwise spin. For you, if you're right-handed, would be a counterclockwise. That's gonna cause that thread to jump rearward. And all I wanna do here is take one wrap. You're gonna try to see, you can see. And what that does is that's gonna cinch down on those tail, and I'll get my other hand out of the way. So it looks like that, okay? So the tension of that bobbin is gonna hold that where I want it to be, and I can lift it up and I can move it around a bit, okay? So I want it to come up and sit right on top. Now I'm gonna I cinched down with that wrap, and I'm gonna take an additional wrap and then an additional wrap. So I got 3 wraps on there now. And now I'm gonna see where that tail's sitting. And honestly guys, that turned out just about perfect the first time. We kind of want to see this little bit of almost like a flag appearance. We want the tips to turn down. So if you tied them in upside down, just take the thread off, flip it over. We want the tips to go down, okay? Now, as far as these guys up here, I'm not too worried about them. I'm gonna cut them off at a slight angle, just so that when I lay them down and put some thread wraps on them, they're gonna kind of create a bit of a taper. So the underbody material that we're going to use today is actually just super easy. We're just going to use a gold flash. But what you could do is if you're using diamond braid, it's even easier, because with diamond braid you don't have to worry about there being an inconsistent underbody, which with this one there will be a little bit of an inconsistency, but it's really going to be all hidden under the hair, collar, and everything else. So I'm going to lay down a little bit of thread wraps just to kind of even that out a bit. Okay, and then right where I see there's a little depression in there from where the material I tied down ended, that is where I'm gonna come in here with my next material. My next material is this. Come in here and grab it out of the kit. It is just gold flash. Simple piece of gold flash. Be careful with that deer hair you have in there, because there's actually deer hair and there's some squirrel tail. And the squirrel tail is also just kind of free floating, so you don't want to mix those two up. Set that aside, and I'll show you that squirrel tail here in a moment. It looks a little bit different. I'm gonna go ahead and get everything out of this bag just so it's ready to rock. And what you've probably noticed in that bag is that there's a pre-tied Muddler Minnow for you. So in case this one doesn't turn out so good, you've got one to tie, or one to fish with, sorry. Now I'm just gonna take this flash, I'm gonna take a wrap over top of it, cinch it down, and then I'll work my thread back. I need this to start right where I tied in that tail, so I'm just laying a nice thread base over top of it. Once I get to that tail, now I can advance this. Now, if you're to watch this on YouTube or see other people tie Muddler Minnow, everybody kind of has a different opinion on how big they want their head to be. I prefer a smaller head. I don't want it to take up that much room on my vise, because I like to flare the head a little bit more than some people do, so it pushes a little bit more water. In my mind, if it's pushing a little bit more water, it appears like it's got a little bit bigger profile for the rest of the body, which on this fly doesn't have much of size. As you'll see, we're just going to wrap a piece of splash here. Okay, so I'm going to bring my thread up to roughly a quarter of the overall length of that hook shank, and I'm going to leave it there for a second. I like to do a quick saving of my work, which is just that half hitch. And now I'm going to take this, I'm going to clear the hook first. I'm going to start wrapping this forward. Once I clear that hook, then I'm going to start using this function. All the way up to where I left my thread. Okay, so that's just some nice touching wraps. Now I'm going to secure that, wrap behind, wrap in front, wrap behind, wrap in front, and then it's good and secure. and I can get rid of it. Now a little piece of added security on this material, because this isn't diamond braid, it's not quite as coarse, not quite as stable, I would say. I like to go and just put a little bit of resin over top of it, so not only does that not slip and move up and down, but it also doesn't break. So I'm just taking some of that bone dry. I'm just gonna put just a small, very light coating, just enough to really hold it in place. I'm gonna use my new UV light. I'm gonna cure that. Once I got it, set that aside. So guys, something we didn't mention earlier is we have 3 letters. If we're in trouble, SOS. Hit it up in the comments. If you tell me that you're in trouble, or you need me to slow down, or you have a question, just hit SOS and we'll slow this down and we'll answer your question for you, okay? So, next material I'm gonna put in is that squirrel tail. So what does that squirrel tail look like? It looks like this. So this has already been cut off the tail for you, okay? Now what we're gonna use this for is our underwing. And our underwing is there pretty much just to hold up a little bit of stuff, also to fill in some of the gap between the top wing and the body material, so it appears to the fish when they see it that there's actually more profile there, more size than there is. So I want this squirrel tail, and I'm just taking a little pinch of it, don't need much. I want it to extend about halfway down the tail material itself, okay? I'll switch hands. I'm gonna tie that in right here. Same thing, I'm gonna give my bobbin a quick spin so it jumps rearward. And we want this to be secured right on top of the hook. Don't want it to spin, and it won't. This material is actually super slippery. It almost feels like silk in the fingers, okay? So because it's so silky, your thread can slip around it really easily, and so to secure it, you gotta take quite a few good thread wraps to make sure it does that. Now I'm gonna take those butts and I'm gonna cut them off at a bit of an angle. I'll come underneath them here. Just at a bit of a taper out to the head. And this is just where our hair is gonna end up being stacked on, so not a big deal. But I do want a nice flat surface to tie in my next wing. Okay, so the next wing is the important one, it's the big one, okay? So I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna pull it up a little bit. I wanna almost bend it back on itself so that it stands up. It creates that. So now you can see, although there's very little material there, it actually appears to be much larger than it is, and that's the overall thing we're trying to do. On a hair wing fly, you heard of hair wing, it's basically the same thing. You're putting a little bit of hair on top of just a hook with a little bit of flash on it, but what it does is it creates this profile that's a lot larger than what it is, and to be honest, it's also very effective. Although very basic, it's effective in the fact that it doesn't trap water, so it's a lot easier to pick up off the water and recast.
Mark Hull comes in the house.
Mr. Mark, what's up, buddy? Yes.
So, everyone who's donated, I am only going to mention your name if you write it in the comments, because some people don't want to be mentioned. I'm literally sitting here overwhelmed right now. Like,
people are doing like, what they do and blowing our minds.
Wow.
Honestly, guys, like, I know we've said it a lot, and we really have no more thanking we can do of you than just to say thank you, but what you guys are doing right there and giving back to us in a way that we can give to you it keeps us all going. Turns the wheel. And it's overwhelming for us because this is our baby, you know? And we love it. And we love you guys. Thank you. Thank you for that support.
Mike,
question,
guide
Mike.
school was last weekend, but we moved it because of the cold weather.
The weather sucked.
Yeah, so it'll be the next 2 weekends.
The next 2 weekends. Okay, guys, hopefully you've caught up for me. Here we go.
Chaz donated. You rock.
Thanks, Chaz.
Always freaking awesome. Blake, literally no words for you.
Yeah, thanks, brother. Seriously.
I haven't talked for 5 minutes because I can't find words.
For real. I'm trying to keep up with the comments here and tie flies as a
John, unbelievable, man. Like,
Thanks, John.
Tim can't even see what's coming in.
I can't even see what's coming in. He can, I can't. So I'm just gonna stay focused and I can break down later. Okay. So I'm gonna go back to my feathers, guys. Okay, I got my paired feathers. Now I'm gonna go
just
to
hang on, Mark.
Yeah.
The donation's live on our website right now, and it goes till next Thursday. So feel free. Also, Mark, I believe you ordered shirts from Press and Sew. So pressandsew.com/FFBR. If you order a shirt, or had ordered a shirt, they're giving a free Thursday Night Live t-shirt with your order. So head over there. That's, again, folks, this is not coming from us. That is coming from Andrew and Sylvia Nixon. That's just that's straight from their pockets. They joined in last Thursday. They were blown away by you guys, the community. And she called me today and said, we just want to give to the awesome people. So anytime somebody, Blake, is it what makes it take you to be shut up? Yeah. Yes. I will be quiet for what you did.
Oh, man.
So yeah, if you head over to pressandsew.com/FFBR.
What you showed me was just him?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
So he said, is that what it takes to shut you up?
Unbelievable, Blake. Man,
yeah.
That brings...
And the lights, and that's who sent the lights.
I gotta tie this black, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Back to my feathers. I'm gonna talk about my feathers tonight. So now I'm gonna go to the long side of the feather. So you see on this side is a shorter, this is longer. I'm gonna come in here and do exactly what I did last time. I'm gonna take my razor blade, I'm gonna cut up about 1/4 of an inch right off the stem. This is probably the easiest way to cut these guys. You could do it with scissors, but this is nice. I'm gonna pop it up. So
Jen Lyle.
Jen Lyle, what's he saying? Or is he just donating? Don't. I can't, you just gotta let me finish this and then we're gonna deal with that. Okay. I'm gonna go to the other side, guys. Now I've gone to the other feather, I'm gonna do the same thing. Popping that up. Dana is probably the most distracting person in the world, especially when he's in the state that he's in.
Tim has used the shank jaws. I don't think we have them at home.
Yes, Rick, I do have them.
Yeah.
Not with me, but yes, I have. In my opinion, Rick, it's the best jaw that they make. I wish that, and possibly they'll listen to me in the future and others that have voiced this, but I think they should just make that same jaw in multiple sizes because it's the best jaw they have.
Yeah, that's the way it should be done. Trevor Montgomery, 20 entries.
Woo!
Welcome to the party.
What's up, Trevor? Thanks, buddy. So guys, we're gonna marry those wings just like we did last time. Take the two wings, the dull sides towards each other, okay? Dull sides towards each other, and kind of try to match up the tips the best you can. It's kind of tough because they're not all gonna look the same. But what we're trying to create is, a wing, okay? And same thing as last time, we want the tips to curve down. But we're gonna create the angle by setting it where we want to on here. And we're gonna tie it in just like we did last time. And then we just gotta move on to the head, and that's the worst part, and then we're done, okay? So how long do I want this wing? I want it to extend from my point of tie-in about halfway back down, so right over top that other wing. I want it to extend about halfway down the tail, okay? So I'm gonna switch hands here. I know where my mark is, I've measured it. I'm gonna come in and do the same thing. I'm gonna let the weight of that bobbin pull down. If I need to make any adjustments on it, I do. And then I'm gonna take a couple more wraps to really cinch it where it needs to be, okay? And now with my fingers, I get to just, that's a really cool thing about these feathers is you can kind of manipulate them with your fingers. So if I come in here, I can change the angle a bit, just like that. Watch folks, I went from this straight up. So let's see, doesn't look very good at the moment. I come in here and I stroked to the tips and then I pulled down in the middle and I can completely change the angle of that. Now it looks like a really fast looking wing, which is awesome. That's what we want it to look like if we can, okay? Gonna take a few wraps forward. I'm going to trim out the rest of these butts here. And secure that down. Now guys, we really have only one thing to do. Last piece of this puzzle is putting on this deer hair head, which will be the frustrating part for you, most likely. It is for me. It honestly doesn't always go super well. So, you okay over there? Yeah. He's not. He's a mess. It's okay. Whatever you guys are doing, it's blessing him, blessing his soul. Okay, so guys.
Tim, can you tuck 2 sets of ears in that hat? From Jen
I can, dude. I can tuck them. I was gonna say thanks for the large, extra large. This must be for your head and not mine. It's good, dude. I like it. It looks better this way. just like that. Ears are tucked right in there.
Literally a bucket.
Oh man. Okay, let's do this, guys. Let's wrap this fly up. So you've got deer hair in there, right? Again, we understand we didn't do a very good job in how we packaged this deer hair. That will not happen next year. We're gonna do a better job of making that a little easier to work with. But what I need to do is I need to take a fairly good chunk of it, about a pencil width in thickness, and I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna shove the tips of it right into my hair stacker. Okay, so I've got my hair stacker here, tips going in. I'm gonna switch hands here, make sure I get it on there. You want a fairly good chunk here, guys, because this first one
Trevor
is the collar.
can't wait to come out here and touch tips. Oh yeah, buddy, you better have a stiff
Anytime.
tip.
Yes, just stiff as they come.
It'd be like jousting. We'll just run at each other and touch tips.
I would like to see this turns out like.
Cam's the fluffer in my court.
Everybody needs a fluffer.
Yeah.
So I've stacked up those tips. I've got a couple in there that are not tips, so we'll get those out. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull those out. I'm gonna get all that junk out from inside of it. If you got a comb, that's even better. I don't have mine with me right now.
Good thing about Alec here is that he actually is gonna get his gift from last year.
Finally.
I gotta drop it off, pal. I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna quickly restack that, guys, just because I pulled out some of that under stuff. It changed it. So again, orient it so that when you pull it out, those tips are stacked in the direction that you want them to go on your fly. Okay. So now, I'm not gonna trim this at all. I'm not gonna cut this off anywhere. I like them to be long because I use it as my marker so that I know when I'm actually trimming this later where to stop trimming. So I want this this collar to extend roughly halfway back that wing. Okay, roughly. That's really gonna assist in adding to the profile of this. So I'm gonna switch hands here, guys. This is where it's gonna get a little tricky, so stick with me. Okay, so I've switched hands. Now we're gonna do this because we've done it before. Every deer hair head that we've done it the same way, okay? Stick with me, this isn't tough. It just seems scary. One wrap, okay? I'm holding some tension. You can see it's starting to flare a little bit. Second wrap, I'm gonna allow it to start to turn in my hands so you can see it starting to go around the hook, right? I'm letting it. I'm actually encouraging it with my fingers here. I start to pull some tension. Third wrap, I'm gonna actually go up into the butts a little bit with my thread. Now I'm gonna let go. I'm gonna put my finger on the tip of the hook and I'm gonna pull. Don't pull so hard that you break your thread. I'm gonna put a few wraps through the butts and sometimes it'll continue to spin a little bit for you even after that. And then if it didn't spin all the way around, this one did pretty good. I'm gonna come in here and I can manipulate it a bit and twist to make sure that I got full coverage.
Just hold tight. You're at
Go ahead.
Matt, 40 entries.
40 entries.
But you also did 20 entries February 18th, and I have you in for those because you did them on the old Lucky Fly box. So that's 60 entries for Matthew York. We appreciate you, man, my friend.
So epic, guys. Wow, that's overwhelming. Oh,
Jen tied 30 wire worms since Tim started this deer hair mess.
Well, Jen, we all have our specialties.
Yeah, because Jen can't handle a bush.
No. So I've just got a simple Bic pen here, guys, and I'm going to use the tip of it to come up over the eye and push that hair back a little bit and out of the way. I'm going to pull that back so I've got it all slicked back. Take a few thread wraps in front of it. Make sure you kind of got those secured. And let go. Now I really only want to put in one more complete stack of hair. So I'm going to grab a fairly good chunk again.
Look at Matt. He's like, thanks, but I was trying to win last year's.
Oh, man. What a guy.
Michael Arrington just donated. I can't believe I'm just now finding y'all for the last few episodes.
Oh, yeah, he found us last week, Mike.
Yeah.
It's great to have you here, dude. So awesome. Okay, guys. We're never going to finish this fly. Building this head. So this time I am going to go in and trim out just the tips. So I'll take the tips here and trim them because I don't want to be confused.
No one likes being confused with tips.
No, because bad things happen. But mostly you just don't know. You don't want to trim back too far and ruin your collar. So I'm going to now just take this back, pull just on top here. I'm going to lay this in at a 45, about half and half up and down on this, on the overall length. And now I'm going to repeat the process, guys, of what I did last time. Take that first wrap. I'm going to spin my bobbin a bit so it jumps rearward for me because it's important that this jumps back. Take my first wrap, let it start to spin a bit. Take another wrap, second wrap, third wrap, let it spin. Grab the eye, spin it, and keep taking some wraps through it so it secures it. I like to plume it up a bit. And that, I know that looks complicated, guys, but I promise you it's not. It really comes down to 3 controlled wraps, and after that, it's just putting in some securing wraps. So I like to work my thread through a couple times and pull down and cinch just to make sure that I got that all where I wanted to. And now I'm gonna take that pen and I'm gonna push back on that hair and expose that eye. So now, essentially what we're calling this hair stacking. Stacking means I'm pushing, I'm adding, okay? So I'm gonna pull that back out of the way. I'm gonna take some thread wraps right behind the eye. Take a good amount of thread wraps, secure it. And now that that's all pushed back, you can see it kind of coaxed it rearward anyways. I'm gonna use my pen now to do a half hitch, because this is a really tough place to do a wet finish on when you have all that extra hair in the way. So half hitch or double half hitch, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place my pen on my thread, wrap forward once, twice. Now take the tip of that pen, stick it over the eye of the hook, pull my thread off, and that's a knot. Okay, that's a good knot. It's even better if we do it one more time. Okay, pull off, over the eye, and there we go. One more. 2 or 3 times is more than plenty.
Tom Pape.
Tom Pape, donation.
Massive.
And your big one. And his U.S. credit card worked.
And he's newer to the
Mr.
show.
Pape, thank you so much, Tom. I'm glad we know how to say your name.
Pape like tape.
Pape like tape, I'll never forget that. Huge thank you. I'm gonna trim my thread out here, guys, because the rest is done with a razor blade or some scissors, okay? Preferably a razor blade. It's gonna make your life a little easier. If you've got one, go ahead and grab it. Another little trick I'll show you that I also think is important is I'm gonna use a piece of paper and lay something underneath what you're working on, because this hair will just go everywhere and you just don't want a big mess. So I'm gonna lay that there. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my razor blade. And now we're just gonna trim. The key to this is don't over trim. I've said it before in these deer hair heads, but if you feel like you should stop, just stop. And what the shape of the deer hair looks like is totally up to you. I prefer a bit of a dome head that tapers into the back. I just think it looks cleaner. That's my opinion.
Like your hat right now, a dome head. Okay, so Adrian wants us to stop and start over because his kid wanted to boycott bedtime.
Oh man, sorry, buddy.
Bags, I couldn't do as many as I would like, but it's not about many. It's about the fact that Bags, you're here, you donated, you're entered into the giveaways. We all have the ability to bless people and things at a different level, and that is not comparable with who or other people around. It's like, we appreciate you so much, Bags. Guide school, get into it.
Oh, look at all these people. Entries done, entries in, checking.
Joe, entries in, more to come.
More to come.
Freaking awesome, man. Mike McKenna just checking in, got home late tonight. The donation giveaway is live on the website, Mike. Entries done, Vince Lorelli. We appreciate it. Thank you so freaking much. Bags is awesome. Chaz is awesome.
And Chaz is awesome.
Did we just show up here because we pump each other's tires, all of us? I think
okay
so.
with it.
Yeah. Because it doesn't happen in the world too often. So let this be a place of light.
Yeah, let this be a place of light. Okay, guys, let's trim this up.
Steve, let's finish this freaking fly and hit the wind. Well, I think it looks good. It's almost like a pike fly.
Yeah, it is almost. Okay, guys, here we go. Let's wrap this up. So I'm going to start by going in. So take your razor blade, if you got one of these double things, and I bend it so I get a bit of a dome shape. I'm going to start kind of bracing it off the hook. It's not exact science, but I'm going to start pushing upwards and in that dome. Okay? Kind of move it back and forth. It'll start to trim. I push it out of the way. I adjust. Don't try to do one side all at once. Okay? I like to rotate and trim.
Rotate and trim.
Rotate and trim.
Okay,
It's
folks,
important.
rotate and trim.
Rotate and trim. That'd be a good t-shirt.
Yeah. Just the tip.
Just the tip.
How deep do we want to go?
And so as I do that, guys, I'm just pushing. You see I'm getting a nice even look already. It looks ridiculous because there's all this extra hair, but it'll be gone in a minute. But I'm creating that shape, and I just do a little bit and then rotate. A little bit, then rotate. And as you can see on my Norvise, I'm just rotating and keep moving all in one kind of smooth motion. And that's what really gives you that smooth taper. hopefully we're able to achieve. And I just want to make sure I get all that out of the way so that I can see it again. Okay, now we'll do the gold.
It should look almost bulbous, more like the dome. A bulbous dome.
Bulbous
Freaking
dome.
Trevor. Trevor can't. He's the one that can't wait to come out here and touch
I
tips.
know. He wants to come touch tips. I'm in, buddy.
Play some jousting.
So I'm just gonna keep going, guys.
Jazz, just the tip. That's how Nolan arrived. So technically, Jazz, you're still a virgin.
Yes, right? Uh-huh. So the important part here, guys, is remember, I left these long so I would know when I got to those ones that I'm pretty close to my collar. And I don't want to trim off my collar because those are the tips that I've already stacked and put in there and spun and all that hard stuff. So I got to be really careful when I get to that point. And I like to even hold up on those bigger ones because it's my marker, right? It tells me when I'm up there. And as you can see, even on the top, I took them out and now, oh, all of a sudden the fly starts to look normal and it looks like I got a collar there. So I'll adjust it, I'll do the same thing. I'll start to take out those long ones because that was my marking piece to tell me that I was getting real close to that collar. And then I'm just gonna be real gentle. Again, you could do this with scissors, but it's definitely not as easy. It's easier to get the shape you want with these, with a razor blade. So I pretty much got all the big guys out.
Steve sneezed and half the head is now gone. Well, that doesn't say much about you tying it in well now,
no,
does it?
No.
You're the one that wanted us to finish the fly.
Yeah, I should have slowed down there, bud. All right, guys. This is, I'm pretty happy with this already, to be honest with you.
Eric ordered a hoodie and he's representing in Tennessee.
Heck yeah. Okay. Be careful around that hook because when you're trimming, it's easy to get kind of in there. Now, personally, this is just a personal preference, but on my muddlers like this, where I have a big head, I like to have a flatter bottom to the head. So I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna take a little extra out here, out of that collar, because I like that gold shines through on the bottom. I'm still gonna push lots of water with the top and the sides, but I like,
Oh yeah.
oh yeah, I like that flatter appearance, just like that. And honestly, guys, this is what I told you. If you
Look
start
at you.
to feel
You were
good,
so
I
freaking
was.
nervous about this thing and you absolutely crushed it. Well done, Tim.
Thanks,
Again.
man. Oh, good. So, I like it, guys. The last thing that I would do is I would come in here, put a little resin just up on those last wraps. Make
Oh,
sure
what
you,
if you get resin in the eye of the hook?
Well, just
grab
make
a feather.
Yeah, grab a feather.
Pull a feather through.
I like to do this.
Pull the darn feather through, Tim. It is my trick. Show the
I don't have
people.
any feathers.
Yeah, there's some mallard from last week and
Mallard,
pull
oh,
some.
there's a mallard.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It's
okay.
super effective.
Okay, for
Okay,
Dana,
this is my trick,
this
folks.
is his trick. If it'll
Since
fit
I'm not
through the
allowed
eye,
to tie flies, it will fit.
stick it in.
I had to do it to all of.
It broke.
Just cut it. You just don't have a stiff tip.
Oh, man,
If you're
stiff
gonna
tip.
put it
Now
in
I
a
got
tight
it.
hole,
Now I got it. Okay.
You can't go in
So,
there.
stick
Okay.
it in there. Oh man, this is gonna work so good. I can tell already. Watch this.
Just pull it and stop. And now zap your resin.
Zap it. Oh, jeez. Jumped right out of my hand.
Oh man.
Okay, zapping. And
Wasn't
then,
Dana supposed to tie a fly this season? Sean, don't tell bad words. And look at that, it's done.
It's done.
It's absolutely an
asked for it.
incredible tip that I taught myself last year.
Oh man.
We ran
Folks.
out of red wire. We ran out of red. This is the Muddler Minnow, and give it up.
Thank you for that.
Round
guys.
of clicks. Clickety, 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 click. Blake, you know how to shut me up.
Thanks guys. That's an awesome fly. Add it to your fly box, and try tying it again. It's a fun one. It's a fun one.
Yeah,
Okay.
we were going to have a worm off.
Yeah, we were, weren't we?
We might have to do that.
I think we don't we have to go to commercial?
Oh yeah, we got to go to commercial, folks. We'll be right back for the best part of the show. You know what that
part.
is. It's the best part of the show.
With the amount of time we spend in front of our vices, don't you think you deserve a pair of scissors that can make the cut?
of great rotary vices on the market, but only the Norvice spins the hook. It's for this reason that it's been said the Norvice is the most innovative fly tying system on the market.
We all deserve the right to stay organized, no matter what or where your space is. Your Flykia table will turn any space into a well-organized fly tying realm. Own your domain. Well, Tim, that is the sound of Tim, folks. Did this camera turn off for some reason?
What are you doing to me? Jeez. Oh, that was legit. Like, that was work.
Okay, I think you kicked my camera when you left, and it came back on, and all I could hear is you pissing. So tell a joke.
Oh man, I feel like I could just go to sleep right now. That was fatiguing. I really had to pee. There's no joke about that. Well, folks, a joke. Actually, we haven't heard a joke yet, so Doug, Miss Elaine Lee, you gotta hit us up with a good one. Have not heard a good joke this week that I can share, but I'm sure that he has one. Oh, Tim, your mic is on. Did you guys actually hear me peeing? Because that's super awesome. I hope you did. And Dana's busy working trying to fix his camera. I don't think I touched it at all. I do not know what happened. Oh well. Reading some of these comments here, guys. Oh yeah.
You did.
I did unplug it. Cam, not sure what I'm gonna do on Thursdays after TNL is done. Who am I gonna make lewd comments at? Oh, I don't know. I hope no one. Okay, so Elaine Lee says, what kind of exercises do lazy people do? And Ryan's also got a joke up there. He says, what is the #1 dating app in New Brunswick? Ancestry.ca. They have more in common with their matches. Oh, that is great. All right, Elaine, I'm looking for the response here. What kind of exercises do lazy people do? I don't know. What do they do, Dane?
All right, Tim.
Diddly squats. Oh, that is the best one yet.
Oh.
Lazy people, what do they do for exercise?
Diddly
squats.
So here's what happens when you guys
man.
win Elaine Lee's fly box. Doug is emailing me a joke to print out, and it's going in the fly box full of pike flies.
That's perfect, as it should.
Yeah, and I don't know if the answers goes with it. So.
Oh, I just left in suspense.
Ancestry.ca. Oh my goodness.
Good. That's real good, Ryan.
So as Tim ran out to piss, he kicked the plug out of the camera, and so then my camera shut off. And
oh man.
that's why it's live streaming, folks, because it's live.
Whew.
Yeah. So we did hit commercials. What I do want to show you guys is that the donation giveaway is cranking live right now. So let's just show you our quick little promo. Come back here. We're gonna do our wins, and then we got to get going. We got guide school tomorrow, so hold tight.
Yeah. Talking about Eric, I don't look flushed. Come on now, I've got a healthy
You guys
glow.
heard him flush. That's a fact.
That was a solid. Well, how long is commercials? Because that was solid. However long that was.
Yeah. So if you want in on that, the donation giveaway is live until next Thursday near the end of the show. We'll make sure we announce it lots on our social media. Mark, you have yourself a fantastic night. He spent from today. He had a hard day, so.
Have a good night,
we are
brother.
the win. The TNL fam is his win. So, and the last thing that I kind of want to push here is that if you guys want to go buy T-shirts, our friends at Press and Sew, okay, that's the website. They're giving away a free T-shirt, a gray Thursday Night Live T-shirt when you order anything. A T-shirt, 5 T-shirts, 10 T-shirts. Whatever you order, it's them. They're giving it at their cost, all theirs. They're going, boop, here's the gift, going in the package, shipping out with whatever that you've ordered. So that will also run for people who ordered stuff last weekend. And just in the notes section, just type the size of shirt that you would like for your free shirt from them.
Yeah.
Again, that's not
Amazing
us.
giveaway.
That's them. That's Andrew and Sylvia Nixon at Press and Sew. Fantastic humans, just like you guys. I didn't hear you wash your hands, and Blake has a good point.
Well, I'll be honest, there was no time.
Okay, so, well, we'll check one more time. How's the bacon cam look?
Doesn't look good for the baking.
Oh, look at that. It's starting to cream, folks.
Oh, man, the cream is creaming.
The Boston cream is starting to leak its way out of Connecticut. Looks like it's dripping onto Vermont right there. John Onorati, is that your neck of the woods? Or is it not? So, that, folks, is the most fantastic thing that you've seen tonight. Besides, yeah.
Thank you, Randall. I appreciate it, man. I should say, too, I actually got to have a conversation with Brent today. Brent Sathers, who's part of this group. He's
Brent
found us.
Struthers, yeah.
And what an amazing human. It's great conversating with you today, bud. And he, too, was just encouraging for what we're doing. So thank you for that, man. That stuff means more to us than you can imagine. So thank you.
Yeah, the donut was destroyed.
Oh.
Well, just so you guys know, urine needs to be the most
It's actually
sterile thing you have on your body. So
drink it 3 times.
If your urine isn't sterile, you need to wash other things than your hands. What you should do is wash your hands before you pee, and that's my tip of the day.
I do the same thing. I go in somewhere, I would wait.
Yeah.
I know this is clean, so wash before.
It's so fresh and so clean.
I feel like there's a commercial there.
Yeah. So, all of those things. I don't know what else to say. My Bubbling Riverfest is fantastic. I'm not drinking tonight. I'm just taking the night off because guide school, and I have 1 or 2 beer, and I get not well the next day.
Yeah, me too. I haven't drank tonight.
Tim has a ride. You guys could have made him chug beer, but you guys
missed out.
You didn't ask. Chaz says tomorrow is the day, the freaking day. I will not be able to sleep tonight.
I know. Can't wait, brother.
We do jumping jacks. 6 feet apart, jumping jacks. Yeah. Looks like I got more than the tip. You did. You got a few tips for me tonight. Okay. Wins. Tim, what's your win?
No, you gotta go first this week.
Okay, I'll go first. My win was, it sounds cliche to say tonight. My win was the winning. I climbed hills this week. I climbed out of the pits of hell, and that was fantastic. And so, whenever we do these donation giveaways, there's a couple things I want to touch on because there's a little give back that Tim and I haven't talked about that we're doing with a group of people overseas. And it's a relationship that we're trying to build to make Thursday Night Live expandable and a little bigger, a little easier for us to handle more of this. One of our guys that we work with, I lost his daughter last week. So just so you guys know, it's not a very wealthy place, and some of your big donations tonight are going to go straight over there and help out. So stuff like that is it's just this circle of giving, and you guys gave to us, and when we heard the news, it was devastating. And we don't know them personally, but we are starting a working relationship, and anytime somebody loses their youngest daughter, it's terrible. And at times there's not even money to put food on the table, and now they go through this. So some of these donations that come in, these donations, like we said, it's the TNL fam, it's the show the show is what you guys see here. There's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that are helping keep push the wheels here. We get to sit here and be on camera and be the face of the show, but there's so many things that are going on behind the scenes, and some of those big donations that you guys throw out tonight, they're just going to go right back to helping people who have helped us and are going to help us with the show, help us grow the show and stuff like that. You know, we throw it out there. People donate stuff for us to give out and for people to win, and I know everybody, some of those donations you could have went and bought all the prizes, so I know it's not about that. I know it's about just giving back and stuff like that. So thank you for reminding me about the circle of giving and how it's just, we don't know who we're affecting when we give to people, and that goes for us, and that's showing at the start of the show when we showed you guys season 1 episode 1, and we kept coming back to the lonely days of nobody watching and nobody showing up, and we're just like, well, we know why we're here, and we're gonna stick true to our why, and we're not giving up. And now we're sitting here with like Mike Hawkins said last week, he's like 39 minutes of comments after the fly tying was done to you guys. So all good stuff. I thank you honestly from the bottom of my heart, everybody who gave tonight, everybody who just gave their time to sit in here and hang out with us. I don't take that lightly. Time is our only non-renewable resource, and we can't get these 2 hours back. So the fact that you guys chose to sit here with us tonight and be silly and goofy and touch tips and do weird things, I'm so grateful. I'm so excited for tomorrow, for guide school, for the opportunity to give back in that aspect of things. And so I'm just grateful right now.
Yeah, that about says the majority of it. What would be my win? Like, it's such a hard thing to narrow down some weeks. You know, some weeks are harder than others. Some weeks coming here is everything. The win, you know, getting to see my friends, getting to, you know, be part of something that is honestly bigger than myself is really what it comes down to. For me this week, I think this guy over here is my win. Yeah. When you find someone who is your, without sounding super out there.
Did you take your earring out first?
I did. When you find someone in life who means as much to you as your wife or your child or someone like that, and you get to share in something bigger than yourself, like this show, yeah, it's everything.
I'm not looking at you.
So my win is Mr. Dana Lattery, because he's my best friend. There's nothing else, no person I'd rather do this with, and I can't wait to see all the things we get to do together in the future, because this is just the beginning. You guys are making it more, we're making it more, and I'm pumped, guys. Yeah. So
appreciate you, pal.
Yeah, man. Love you.
All right. I don't take compliments well.
No, he doesn't.
Your hat looks even bigger at that close.
I know. It's good.
Okay, folks, you guys, the ones that matter. I've shared a few because they're coming in fast here. So, Rick Flink, thank you. God bless you and your families. God bless you and your families. Steve Johnson, thank you guys for everything you do. You guys give so much and ask for nothing. What a pleasant surprise. Isn't that a funny, fascinating?
That is, isn't it?
Blake's talking about your wife washing your underwear. So fresh and so clean. I think it goes back to that.
Yeah.
It's all urine pee-pee. Okay. New fly rod coming my way.
Nice.
My wife approved, and that is a win.
Hey man, got a good wife. Yeah.
We'll switch. You read this one, I'll read
All
the
right.
next one. We'll just keep switching.
Hey guys, watch for the migratory birds heading your way while fishing. We will, man.
Great job tonight as always. My win for the week is I booked another guided trip fishing for striped bass.
Man, one day we'll get to do that. Mr. Cam, no win for this week. Need one for next week. Wife in for spinal surgery, and we'll be in for a bit of a haul in the recovery. Looking forward to next week's updates. Love y'all.
Well, Cam, I'm going to challenge him on that one.
Yeah.
Because he had the opportunity to get the jab. And not everyone has that opportunity. So, Cam, that's your win, is that you're on the right path to dodging this bullet of COVID. So there's your win, Cam. I just gave it to you. My turn?
Yep, your turn.
Nice. Ryan, set up a day trip Doketown with my 9-year-old grandpa to open up our camp for the season. My wife and 3 kids will be coming too.
Amazing.
Doketown, I've been there. That's on the Miramichi, correct, Ryan?
Mike says, I haven't won all season. My win will be next week.
Yes.
Yes, sir, Mike.
Win of the week, registered for my vax and just waiting on the call now.
Awesome, Trevor.
John, I think he's talking to someone. We can't see if you respond to comments, so
Yeah, that's the hard part for us.
okay, this is you.
Mr. Chaz, my win is I got to take Nolan out for our first fishing trip yesterday. Cold, windy, but he loved every second.
Yeah.
Huge, brother. Saw the pics.
Sean
Great.
Ellison. My daughter was negative for COVID, and I got to spend some time at home with her this week. That's so cool.
Yeah.
All right, Adrian.
Rough week. Little guy is sick, but not COVID. He's good now, though. Had a good run yesterday and feeling better and more disciplined. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Baby number 2 is on the way.
What? Oh, man. Congrats, dude. Huge congrats.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
Adrian.
Just when you thought you were going to sleep again.
Yeah. I almost said, you know who the dad is, but I didn't want to be a jerk. See how I said it anyways?
Yeah, that didn't work out well, did it?
Oh, yeah. Sean, the circle of giving, folks.
Fishing with the kid is what I long for. Glad to hear he loved it, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Trevor, it's what it's all about.
Rick, it was a beautiful day today, and I got to get out of the house for a short while. That was my win so far this week.
Awesome.
Yes.
Mark's got his first 10 donations in, hearing that some of the money is going to helping someone in a real win. That's incredible.
Yeah, we will share more of that story.
Yeah. As it develops a little.
Yeah. But you guys need to know that what Thursday Night Live, the big picture, we have not shared we have not shared with anybody our plan, and maybe we can make a little mockumentary this summer, just telling the story of our actual goal for this, and because it's just so you guys know, you're all coming with us when we go.
Yeah.
When we go make this happen, you guys are coming with us, and we're not going to just talk about changing lives. We're quite literally going to actually physically change lives through Thursday Night Live, and that came after season 1, when we kind of got some wheels in motion, I guess you can say. And I remember us sitting there talking, and I'm like, this is where we're going. And sometimes you don't have to share all of your goals with people, but know that when we go, you guys are coming with us, and we're actually physically going to change lives from Thursday Night Live. That's a fact.
Yeah, it will happen. Where were we at?
Joe.
I think that one's yours.
Put a beginner friend on a lot of brook trout during last weekend's New Hampshire opener. Got tomorrow off, and I'm fishing the Farmington River in Connecticut over the weekend.
Awesome.
I would like to be your friend on a lot of brook trout.
Well, Morgan, this one's as special for me as it is for you. I got to guide Morgan this week. She said, my win, catching my first brown trout on the boat with my dad and Tim. Very special day. It was great getting to know you better. Can't wait to see you some more, and good luck with everything you got going on.
Yeah. Chaz, is this the comment to where we're going? Trust me. We'll share that this weekend with you.
Yeah.
That's an in-person conversation, and it's so much bigger than
You, me, and all
Tines
of
and
you.
Flies and all this. Trust me, you guys are going to be on the train, the plane, and making things happen. It's going to be the best IF4 film ever made.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
The love we splay every Thursday is just amazing.
Oh, man. Mr. Tape, lost my son 6 years ago. It's devastating to lose a child. Hope my donation can help in a small way.
Yes.
Promise you it will. Promise. That's tough, man.
My win, you guys, this show. All the people tuning in and taking care of each other.
Remember.
All the people tuning in and taking care of each other. Read that again, folks. All the people tuning in and taking care of each other. Remember to be kind. Our outlooks on life daily and long-term are our choices. Sometimes it's hard to work on ourselves. It's okay to ask for help in tough times. I love you all. Be hard on issues and soft on people.
I love it.
This is you, Tim.
Blake. So my win this week was my youngest daughter got to go to prom. She missed last year because of COVID, and this was her senior year. It was a special night for her. Man, so many kids have been affected in ways we can't explain
Robbed
by
of
this.
stuff, yeah.
They've been robbed.
And we're like, we can't go to a restaurant? Like,
yeah,
come on.
but for those kids, it's like, that's amazing.
Milestones.
I'm very thankful that won't happen here this year. I'm thankful that can happen for you. So, yeah.
Yeah, we just got more restrictions. Blake, thank you.
Yeah, huge thanks, man.
You know exactly what you did tonight, and I almost felt bad because I said it as a joke at one point in the show. But yes, so cool, man. Another great TNL fam. Thanks for the chat today, Tim.
You're welcome, bud. It's good to see you. Good to meet you and hear your voice. James, William Crawford. Good luck with the school. Everybody learns. Good night.
Everyone learns. Yes, you will see Mr. Chaz on the ramp.
Yeah.
Sean.
So Sean, he
There
said,
you go, Cam.
I had a spinal surgery 2.5 years ago. Please reach out if you have any questions. Yeah, man, that's what it's about. It's community.
This week seemed to have no wins, but tonight made up for it. And, well, that's what we're here, folks, even if it is on the final stretch of the week. That's why we gather and we take care of each other. So thankful for this group. Steve, go ahead. Tim, I robbed you.
It's okay. You finish up.
Win this week was getting out on the water to chuck some flies and pulled the road bike out to get some cams on it again. Nice work.
And Eric, man, that's awesome. My win. I've lost 21 pounds in the past 4 weeks. I feel so much better. I plan to lose 30 more, and finding this group has blessed me more than words can say.
Amen, brother.
Amen.
And appreciate you reaching out. And we're friends on Facebook, and I saw the journey that you started, and I'm rooting for you. I'm so proud of you, man. It takes a big commitment to make that kind of a change. And it's not easy because there's some days where nothing is happening, and it's like, is this all for nothing? So I admire that. That is awesome.
Yeah, hugely.
Jacob, have yourself a fantastic night. Terry, being a part of this, we appreciate you here.
I'm reading ahead and I'm chuckling already.
Cam.
Data completes Tim, and this is the truth.
Yeah.
Crybabies, we're all crybabies. Yeah, isn't that the truth?
Yeah, so it's okay.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, I know there's just like there's 100 people sitting in here still watching. There's 100 people out there who poke in and then leave and then laugh and then text their buddies and make fun of them, and it's like, but that actually brings me a lot of joy because it's eating them inside that they can't be like this
And engage on the level, you know. Like,
yeah, it's awesome. It's fun. I love knowing it.
And vulnerability isn't easy, but it's important. It's how we connect. Yeah, Jason, my win is starting to feel like myself again. The excitement of my boys this past weekend as I pulled my boat out, that's priceless. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's so good, man.
That is truth. Amazing friends, loyal friends are hard to come by.
Isn't that the truth?
John, and I got your donations from the previous time, just like Matthew's. So I got you in there. We got you taken care of. So read that. My win was fishing the driftless area in Wisconsin this week and having stellar days in the river. The area is unique, small rivers that I can still wade. Not very many straight roads as they follow the river valleys. I've heard so much about the driftless area. I got Instagram buddy that guides down there. PJ Guides, and I would love to get down there one time.
Yeah, someday.
And we didn't even put
Wes, yeah. So
no.
Wes, Super Wesley on Instagram.
Yeah.
He's doing up a pair of shoes. So what he's gonna do, guys, if you haven't checked him out, at Super Wesley, check him out on Instagram. What he does is he's all the hats I've had designed and done for Ren. He's done custom hats. He's an artist beyond all. But he's gonna do up a pair of Chucks for us. They're gonna be whatever we desire. What he's gonna do is we're gonna give it away. We're gonna connect the two of you, whoever wins them, size and design that you would like, and he's donating that to us. He'll send them out. Thanks, Wes. That's amazing, brother. We appreciate you tuning in and for all of your support, man.
Yeah, I did the promo video 7 minutes before the show tonight.
That's bad. No, I think it was 17.
17. Yeah, we need to get something for the show. So walked to Great Creek all day Wednesday and caught a sailfish. He sent me a picture.
Yeah.
Out of Keevers Lake. I'm like, remember Keevers?
Keevers.
We used to go to Bible camp there. It's just east of here. Wimborne area, I think.
Wimborne.
It's just full of leeches. If it even has water in it.
Yes.
He sends me a picture of a sailfish. Trevor, I don't plan on getting married. Tim's already married, so
Oh man.
do what we gotta do.
When's the wedding, man?
Adrian, we're neighbors. Cam, let him know. He's there for you, brother.
Yeah. Working on it also. Headed to Wyoming maybe someday. Friendships are a win. That's a fact, especially right now. Oh, Morgan, you too. Yeah. Friends are the family we choose. That is so powerful, Chaz. And that has never been more real to me
Yeah.
than it has in the last couple years. But wow,
Yeah,
that is
me
something to
too.
live by.
Jeff, appreciate you tuning in. Thanks so much. I love you guys. We love you too.
Yeah.
We win when we all get along and have a great time. We definitely do. And when we lift each other up, it's what it's all about, folks. It makes a better world, and it hasn't happened. You see, when the pandemic hit, it happened because people got afraid and they got scared, and they clung to hope and love and embracing kindness. And then when they started to question things or get fearful for their own lives, they just reverted into this like fend for themselves, and they became a-holes to each other. And then that got really wild for probably the last 12 months. And we haven't reverted back to this love people, kind to people, get along with everybody. It's just been so massively judgmental. And we literally try to keep it out of the show because it's just, if you turn the radio off, COVID goes away, sort of.
Yeah, that's
for a bit. Okay.
Mr. Jones.
Craig, you got this one.
Win all of this. The people, the time, the conversation. Most of all, the compassion and care everyone shows for each other on the air. I wish the world knew more about this and lived it. Me too, man. Me too.
Chris came in late from visiting friends, and my wife told me to come get Thursday Night Turned On. Wins. Great show. Yeah.
That's awesome, Chris.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. All right, Bruce.
Win. Daily viewing of spawning rainbows. Yeah, man, that's awesome. You're getting some good views of that.
Ryan, huge win this week in my parenting life, and thanks for the be patient comment last week. Number 2 happened in the right place for the first time during bingo.
That's a huge win, Ryan. I get it, man. That's everything.
Yeah.
Looks like Michael is headed to Jackson Hole camping trip today, going to fly fish with some good buds.
Nice. Tied a black cricket blindfolded.
Wow, that's something
That's impressive.
do.
Was the black cricket alive?
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, the Miramichi right there. We
There it
stayed
is.
Doketown. We stayed across the river, down the road. Can't remember the name of the lodges down there, but I know we're Doketown. We went across the bridge and we went down. So do you know where that is? Every Thursday's a win. Yes, folks. Okay,
Yes.
Doug McLean.
My win was my wife and I fostered a dog for a week, which saved him from being put down. That is a win, man. Huge.
Yeah. My win, I did the big D, so you guys keep doing this and making life fun. The donation Nation.
Yeah, man. Wins for
Mark,
Mark.
always
Well, buddy.
winning. Yeah,
Bingo
champion.
I got to spend some time with all these fantastic people. I got to take my lovely girlfriend out to the Bow River. Why isn't she your wife? Good question. She toughed out in the crap weather on Sunday all day, so the fish eluded her. The good times did not. Thanks for doing what you guys do. Cheers, everyone. Remember to smile when you're snagged.
Smile when you're snagged and yell at Tim to row back up. Carl, great show. Enjoy your day tomorrow. Wish I could join you. Maybe next guide course. We would love to see you in September. Everyone
awesome,
in here
Carl.
is coming to guide school tomorrow. Give Carl a round of clicks. Should find out next week my business is you're selling your business. Some more time to fish and enjoy my first grandchild coming in. Well,
boom.
if your first grandchild's coming in September, you ain't coming
You
to
ain't
guide
coming to guide school.
Maybe you will. You'll just need some time out of the house. So,
Oh, man.
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, what you saying?
TNL to the moon and back.
Mr. Jeff, win. Shot a double turkey hunting with my best friend last week. Great show, guys. Love Thursday nights. Congrats, man. I could use some feathers. Just saying.
Yeah.
Turkey.
Gobble gobble gickle. Where's turkey? Only cost a nickel. Joe got to have a campfire while camping on the weekend before the fire bans came here in Colorado. Small win, but well, it was a warm one.
Miss Michelle, my win is the almost daily check-in my sis and I do with each other. We don't live in the same city. Means more to me than she knows. Love you, Tammy. If you don't know Tammy, that is Colin's wife. They own Rock Home Fly Shop. We know don't know Michelle well, know Tammy very well. Hope we get to meet you someday too, Michelle.
Mr. Riley's working from home for the rest of the semester.
Nice.
And I believe Mr. Riley works with autistic kids, which is, I believe that's what, I think that's correct. Mr. Riley's World, YouTube reads books, which I believe are showing, parents are showing to the autistic kids and stuff.
Yeah.
So, very kind heart, big heart, a beautiful human right there. Okay, Brent, you take care. Red flag stuff going on again.
Yeah. Try not to touch that.
Yeah.
Mr. Bruce, win. Started my week off with an awesome day on the river. Morgan and Tim. Finishing it with another day out tomorrow. Good luck, brother. It was a great day on Monday. Can't wait to get out with you again.
Yes, one more episode, folks. We can't leave you go.
Oh, I know.
Eric, you have a good night. You guys have a great experience at guide school. We're so
Thanks,
pumped.
Joel.
COVID doesn't need to keep us apart. It should bring real people together. Substance people.
Touche.
Always enjoy those shirts. Have a great night and everybody stay safe. Yes, guide school stories.
Love the show, you guys. It's fantastic.
Okay, guys.
Oh,
Trevor, social media comment.
I never usually use the social media, but this show makes me comment more in one night than I do in a year. I've opened up more on here than I think I've ever to complete strangers.
Wow.
It's truly surreal.
When you tell another grown man you can't wait to come out and touch tips, I think I've succeeded, boy.
You got me. You got me.
Okay, Cody. The patience, because and love when I watch you every Thursday Night Live. Oh, that was your wife? Yeah. Well, it happens.
Yeah. That's so good. That was my wife. Oh,
Get down here and fish with your friend. I almost put it off for too long. Now I want to go back here again and hope this was the first annual trip. Okay, 70 degrees and 2 full days of fishing, and in English he meant 20 degrees Celsius.
20 degrees, that is not bad. Not bad
Great
at all.
people at Press and Sew working on my order.
Yeah, what
there
a
it is,
great group.
folks. Go get your shirts. You get a free shirt if you order a shirt. So there it is. Speaking of wives,
Speaking of wives,
I think this lady is a midwife.
Yeah. I don't
She's
think so.
between my girlfriends and my next wife. She will be my next wife. My only wife. My only wife. Is this a proposal? Is this it? She said she wanted it on camera, folks.
If you don't propose sooner or later,
Yeah. What, Tim?
I don't know, but I've been waiting. I only have one more wedding to wait for, and it's yours. So you
I
better
know.
Get this out
I
of the
need
way.
ushers.
Where's the pair of scissors, bro?
Yeah. Oh, those hurt. Hide. I think she's on to us, Trevor. Yes. Us and our bull mastiffine.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
look at this. I booked an amazing new client and totally unexpected.
Yeah, that's a win.
It's one of her coaching calls. Oh, look at this. We got some 5-play, folks. It's beyond 4-play. It's called 5-play. Oh, Jen Lyle's now going after me.
Did this just happen? Is
this
it?
Yes. Folks,
No,
you will all be a part of it when it happens, right? It'll be tomorrow at noon at Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut.
Okay, Matt. Big winners Thursday night. Some weeks it makes up all the difference. Look forward to Dana's next big idea to keep this community together. And that I will let you guys know next week. To give us a place to stay connected
We need
in a group type atmosphere. Okay. That's
Is it time? You say goodbye. I ain't saying
We only get to do this one more time this year.
it's crazy. It's actually crazy,
What
guys.
if we just sit here until next week?
Well,
See, look, Pizza Hut.
They'd have to-
Her dreams come true.
there's no drooling face there. Just laughing.
Yeah. So, don't end the show still trimming my muddler. And I hope he meant his fly.
Stop trimming. It's not worth it.
It works, Adrian.
Yeah.
You've got your second kid on the way. The muddler works just the way it is.
Oh my goodness.
Just the way you are, Janine. I love you. You're so beautiful. I can't wait to come upstairs and give you a big old snuggle and
Yeah, I'll
do
let
you
you know
want
when-
some
I'll
of
let you
this?
know when I'm done with
The church with the big red roof. That's
Yeah.
the Pizza Hut I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, folks. Who are you?
Well, I'm Tim Hepworth.
I'm Dana Lattery.
Oh,
Live
yeah.
Explorer, Thursday Night Live. All the things, it doesn't matter. We're here with you. You, the TNL fam. I love all of you guys, everyone, every person that donated tonight, every person that didn't donate tonight. I love you just as much. I'm very grateful. We're going to actually physically change lives, and trust me, the fam is coming with us. So
Yes, you are.
throw up your gang signs, Tim.
Oh, this is-
We're out of here.
this is what it's all about, folks.
All right, love you guys. Cheers.
Love you. You thought we'd say goodbye. What's wrong with you?
You thought
We're
we'd
not
give
going
up.
anywhere.
That
We
freaking
can't.
easy. We got a great show planned ahead tonight, folks. And for all you folks that are still here, I didn't want to go that easy. You can't get rid of me
You
that
know,
easy.
We've tried. It's like
No,
syphilis.
you can't. Oh, it's so funny because a lot of
Oh,
people
man.
logged off, and the
I
best
know.
part of the show is right now. We're gonna announce one of the winners
Oh,
for
that's
the.
so mean. No, we're not. That's
Okay.
girl. That's girl.
Actually,
We're
it's
actually-
over.
it's
There's
over.
no outro. This is just it. This is the way it is. We've been wanting to do this for 19 episodes.
man.
It's just come back
Had to
on
do it.
and surprise you
See
guys.
who's still
and
here.
Say
Wow.
who's still here. I mean, we always want to know. Like, don't you guys, when you go to the movies, stick around till the end? Because, like, if you've ever watched Napoleon Dynamite, the best part of the
the
show
best
is
show
the
of it.
wedding after the credits.
La Fonda.
I guess you could say things are getting
Yeah,
pretty
pretty serious, I
serious
guess.
now.
Yeah.
We're sending emails. Yeah. Hey, there's PJ Smith from the Driftless.
Hey, what's up? You're here.
Oh,
man.
frick's sakes.
Well, now we got to start this whole goodbye thing
Oh,
again.
this goodbye. No, you know what?
No, let's just do it.
We're
out.
just letting her go. The Marvel ending. What you don't want to miss is next week's
Yeah.
Episode 20, the donation flybox giveaway. We're showing 9-foot rod, okay?
9-foot rod.
Our IF4 premiere film will be shown for the first time outside the film fest on
You're not
Thursday
gonna
Night
miss
Live, episode 20. Why do I feel like nobody's still here? They're all still here. Okay, we gotta go.
Okay.
No outro.
More
just
gang
simply
signs.